Hello, Troit. Hello, Troit. How are you? My tea is too hot. I have a sensitive mouth for such things. My hair looks very spoofy. Hello.
To testing. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello. How are you?
I'm okay.
Oh, that's good.
Good.
Glad to hear it, you know.
Are you okay?
I think so.
Then that is good.
That is good.
We are both good.
We are both good. It is true.
Excellent.
Brilliant.
This pleases me.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yes. And your wife, is she good?
She is good. She is good. Are we live, by the way, at the moment?
Yes.
Okay. I'll not be disparaging towards the listeners then in that case.
And your daughter, is she well?
She is fine. She is fine.
Excellent. Excellent. I am pleased, Stuart.
Good.
I am pleased that you are all doing well.
We are all, and the same at your end. All the family doing well.
Everybody is fine.
Good.
I've not got insane at all during this lockdown.
No, I can tell.
Everything is okay.
Everything is
I'm fine, Stuart.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Very good. Oh dear me.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine.
I'm fine.
I think it's fine.
It does not bother me that we are locked down for 3 times now. I'm totally fine with that.
It's fine. So, yeah. Waiting for Duke, I guess. Waiting for the Duke. Wait, I need a blanket, man. It's fucking freezing.
ASMR with Ginny.
I'm getting a blanket.
Good evening.
Oh, shit.
Welcome to the Veteran Gamers.
Indeed.
Firstly, make sure that you're sitting comfortably or lying comfortably.
Comfortably.
Keep breathing.
Take a deep breath.
In and out.
And relax.
And relax, because you are joined by the Veteran Gamers podcast. Stu seems to be late for some reason.
I'm not late. I'm late. I mean, yeah.
Forgive
what
me.
are you talking about?
I meant Eric.
Duke is late.
Did he text the group saying that he was going to be late?
I don't know. I haven't got my phone with me.
No, he hasn't, no.
As it doesn't surprise me.
No, he hasn't, you fucking... I mean, no. No, he hasn't.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. I don't know why I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Just saying. Ugh.
So, Stuart.
Yes.
How do you feel about the new lockdown?
Not a lot. It is what it is. It's a means to an end, I guess, hopefully. Fuck. Sorry. I've got a wire under my wheel. Don't wires piss you off. There's too many wires in this place.
Yes.
So many wires?
Wires can be an inconvenience.
Wires are just a...
Hello, Trite. Hello, Soul Brother number 1.
For some reason, I've got a lot of table mats under my shirt. Why have we got a lot of table mats under my shirt? It's anybody's guess. Oh, for God's sake. Maybe that's what was jamming my... Oh, there we go. Look at that. I can roll and all sorts of stuff now.
Oh, he can roll. He's ready to roll.
I'm rolling.
Hello, Eric.
Yeah, rolling.
Rolling.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I turned y'all up more this time.
Good. I'm pleased
Good.
by that.
Yeah.
I'm pleased, Eric.
Yeah, the trick is, could I turn you down in my
How?
headphones?
What? Why would you want to turn us down?
Would you like us to give you a moment while you work that out, Eric?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, hang on one second.
Would you like me to continue talking so you can adjust the levels appropriately? I'm waiting for a response, Eric.
I know.
It would be ever so polite for you to respond. It's okay.
Okay, let's try that.
I think he's ignoring you. He probably
Hello.
can't
No,
hear us at all now.
I had to mute you.
Oh.
Problem.
That's okay, Eric. No problem.
Yeah, now it's too quiet. Hang on.
Oh dear.
Which one I just sent?
I hope you do resolve this problem soon. It sounds most inconvenient.
Okay, I think that's the sweet spot there, 60% or so.
Does that sound
Sweet
correct to you,
spot.
Eric?
Yeah. Yes, that sounds correct to me, Jenny.
Good.
Are we ready?
I appear to be ready, yes.
I'm totally ready, always ready, because I'm fucking ready.
Eric,
So,
are you playing sound effects? Because we can't hear them at the moment.
we can't hear anything.
Ah,
now.
crap. You can't hear him. What?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn it.
What is...
All right, hang on.
What is
Everybody
happening?
calm down,
What
calm
is
down,
happening?
calm
To
down.
the live
Last
listeners, there seems to be a few technical hitches. Please hang on while Eric figures them out.
God.
Chinny, you can keep Stu, you can keep complaining, or I can stay in the call. It's up to
Stuart, would you mind just refraining from complaining for a while?
I'm
'Cause
not complaining. I was only making
Okay,
noises.
Stuart,
I was
that's
only
fine.
going,
Could
you.
you
It's
refrain
harder for
from
me to figure this out while you're making those noises.
Could you refrain from making
Okay.
any noises? It distracts Eric, and it's most distracting for the show.
Sound control panel.
Ra Finch, 1983. Yes, 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 boys. Derek Signs, Chinny, I thought I had exclusive rights to the soft, soothing voice on the Veteran Gamers podcast. Everybody has the right for a soft, soothing voice on the Veteran
Totally.
Gamers podcast. Everybody.
Yes, they do. Yes. So, Chinny,
Yes,
period dramas. What do you think?
they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah. Do you know we actually started watching The Crown this week? 'Cause,
Yes.
like, everyone keeps banging on about The Crown,
Mm.
and now I don't know. I just keep saying words like married. You know? Do you know what I mean? Then
Are we ready to try again?
yeah, it's all right, Duke. We're only chatting amongst ourselves.
Just chatting, yeah.
Yeah, Duke.
No, we're ready to try again, Eric.
Yeah, yes, Duke.
Okay, let me know if you can hear some clapping.
We can hear the
Yes,
clapping.
And hear a clapping.
Yay! Now we're ready to start for
Let's
real.
start the motherfucking
Yay.
show, bitch.
All right. I am recording.
Welcome yo to the veteran gamers.
My name is Jacinta.
Tell you about every single game that you play.
Boy, I really hope somebody got fired for that blunder.
Stu story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite savior.
Shut the hell up!
It's the veteran gamers.
Shut the hell up!
It's the veteran gamers.
Shut the hell up! Shut the hell up!
It's the veteran gamers.
What do I look like? A guy who's not lazy?
Strong man's flavor taste style chewing powder. Whisk away in a hurry.
Press repeat, yo.
Okay, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted.
Hello and welcome to episode 575 of the Veteran Gamers podcast.
Yay, 575. What's up, people? I'm Duke.
I'm Stu.
And I'm Chinny.
And Chinny's talking in this weird NPR BBC voice for some reason.
That's right.
See, in case people were wondering what's going on, if you're listening and we started twice and things were all crazy with the sounds, it's because I have to set up my sound system in a very particular way. And when I wanted to try to adjust the volumes in my speakers, my headphones here, which by the way might go dead in the middle of the show because I haven't charged them today. I switched it on the fly using this software called Sound Switch, but that's not how I ought to do it because that changes a number of other settings that I had set up. So I had to figure out which other settings were going wrong and fix those. So everything's fine now. It's all good. We're ready to go.
Wario cheese!
Do you know what, Duke? It's your favorite time of year. You know, like we had the Game of the Year show. You love doing that.
Oh, I love doing that. I actually
You
do
love
have a
doing
fun
that.
time with that. We had some good discussions.
Yeah, you know what it is this week, though? Is
A
what?
fake floor with predictions about what's
Indeed.
coming out this year.
What is
Oh,
coming out in
Christ.
2021? Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
There might, do you know what? There might be something Rocket League related. You never know.
So what?
Oh,
Rocket League? I have the
Skyrim-
game already. I like
Skyrim
it. Oh,
related.
stop it. Here, I should just get this sound clip ready to go.
Don't believe the hype!
Keep playing that
Oh.
over and over again.
VR
I
related.
mean, Stuart, let's all remember there was a game that came out less than a month ago that was hype, and it was massively messed up, and everybody got mad. But that's different. Now it's not going to happen again this year.
Wow. I've got a few things to say about that on this week's show.
I'll bet you do.
Oh yes.
But first,
I do.
is there a story time?
My favorite time. It's story time.
I have a story time if anybody would like to hear it.
Right. You're not allowed to tell it like that, Chinny. You have to tell it in your normal voice.
No, it's fine. It's not affected me at all that this lockdown has come 3 times around. I'm totally fine.
Boo freaking who?
I'm absolutely fine, Eric. Nothing's wrong with me at all.
Great. Well, then tell your story, Mr. Absolutely Fine.
Well, I got sent a new chair.
Yeah, we saw your new
You posted it on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, they sent it to me though.
Okay, I would imagine they would. You mean like you didn't pay for it?
You know, like because this podcasting thing has paid off and the snooker stuff.
Get out of town.
No, you bought a chair. Don't lie to us.
All I had to do was pay money for it.
Okay.
And then they
money
sent
out of the Patreon fund.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
exactly.
Yeah. Rinse that bitch. I mean, rinse that bitch.
Is that why you're talking like that? Because you're in a fancy chair?
I do feel a little bit better because I'm 6'3", right? Anybody who wants to know how tall I am, just look at the picture of me, Stu, and Eric next to each other, and I look like that I'm closer to the camera, and they're off in the distance, right?
Yes.
Hello, yeah, and then so that you know, it's I can hear an echo. Duke is very distracted. I don't know why. It's very weird.
Yeah, I can't hear it. I must admit, I can't hear any echo.
Okay, I'll carry on. It's just very, 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 very faint. So I'm very tall, and I need a chair that helps me with my tallness. And I looked around, and there are some cheaper versions of this, but
Now, for clarity's sake, sorry, when you say help you with your tallness, you mean that most chairs aren't very comfortable because you're tall, not that this chair is going to make you shorter or something.
No, most chairs are designed for people that are about, I don't know, 5'10", something like that.
Yes.
And I'm 6'3", so it's uncomfortable for me to sit in a chair. I mean, I've had that chair for like 10 years, so it's not been that uncomfortable. But I have noticed with age, my back seems to have a bit of a battering. So
you really worked your ass groove into it like Homer Simpson on his couch.
Yeah, there's no ass groove in this chair yet, but but this is
you got time. You can work on
this is the Rolls Royce of gaming chairs. Basically, this is a Secret Lab chair, Titan XL, damn straight, and they specialize in chairs for people. I know it sounds like a condom, Titan XL, but they specialize in chairs for people of different sizes. So that's the thing there, and there are some other brands that do that. But, yeah.
So when you ordered the chair, do you have to put your height in? Do you? What is that?
Take a sip of a drink.
Wow.
It's one of the features of the chair. It feeds me tea. Should do for how much it costs. No, so it basically says, you know, what like, you know, if you buy this size, you need to be in the range of this height. So it just gives you ranges of heights.
Oh, okay.
So it's not specially made for me. It just says anybody
Is
6
it
foot.
specially made for you?
Yeah, it has my face embroidered into it. But it's nice. It's very snazzy, and it was very easy to put together. So I'm very pleased with it. And I suppose I feel like what a normal person would feel like in a chair. My feet touch my feet touch the floor. My knees aren't above where they should be. If I put this chair on full height, my feet don't touch the floor, which is amazing to me. I never have that. So this is perfectly adjusted to my height. I'm actually sitting upright for the very first time. But the problem is, because my posture's so poor, that sitting upright, my body's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? What are you doing?
This is not how you're usually sitting, man.
You're not supposed to. Yeah, you're supposed to sit like that, and so it's having time to adjust to that. So my back is usually.
Your spine starts asking for you to have good posture all the time.
So my brother-in-law Simeon said this. And Tara said it as well, where your back will start to use muscles that you've not used because you're sitting properly, and it will hurt your back for a little bit.
My back.
But try not to get too discomfortable. But it's got like a lumbar adjuster here. You can hear it.
I do hear
Yeah.
it.
And it's got a little pillow for my head. It's very good. Very snazzy. I'm very pleased with it. 4-dimensional arm movement. What?
Wow. 4-dimensional.
4-dimensional.
I don't know.
Not
It's
3.
4-dimensional.
Yeah.
One.
You press a button.
Time.
You press a button and it goes back 3 years.
Nice.
Wow.
Mm.
Impressive.
Yeah. And that's my story. I put it together yesterday. Fuck you, lockdown.
Yeah. A fancy chair in the
Fancy
house.
chair.
I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Aw.
So, anybody had any insurrections in your national capital lately?
Let me have a think. Hold on. No, I don't think so. Was there, Stu? I don't think anybody stormed.
No, I'm aware of. Other shit's gone down in this.
The thing
country,
is,
but
though,
not that.
Stiff upper
I think we saw that guns are ridiculously dangerous.
Imagine
Yeah.
that.
I just said no. Maybe that's not a good idea to make them legal.
The dog's coming in through my window.
Knives fine. Machetes, they're good. Guns not so much.
Well, yeah. As Al Pacino said in The Irishman, if you see a gun, run towards it. If you see a knife, run away.
There you go.
You know, because you can stop the guy with a gun, but with a knife, you got no chance of fighting him.
Yeah. Good advice. Good advice right there.
The dog is back inside and warm, and so is the Duchess. Hi,
Oh,
Duchess.
good.
Yeah. We have not played your thing yet. That's coming up.
Oh,
yeah,
we got a
Play your
thing.
thing
Yeah,
later.
we got a thing. We got a thing. Shh.
It's the most important part of the whole show, she
It
says.
is.
It is.
It's the thing. The thing. The thing.
Right.
And also the other
so
news.
should
The
we-
other news is
other news?
Yes.
yeah,
Story time.
big news. Judd Trump and Jack Lazowski got tested positive for COVID-19.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are.
They're 2 snooker players,
Oh, I see. Well, I hope they recover soon.
so they can't compete in the Masters. Why don't
Everybody, look.
Ah.
Why don't we
it's
all know
like-
this?
You kind of feel
'Cause I don't
special
follow
if you haven't got COVID at the moment, because there's that many fucking people got COVID. It's ridiculous.
It's funny because everyone's got this deadly
It's
disease. and
not
no one's being
funny. It's
careful.
just ridiculous.
It's not funny. It's horrifying.
It is
and
not
It's
funny.
so depressing the way in which so many people around the world are showing so little concern for healthcare workers and the people in restaurants and everybody else.
Well, thank
Like,
God America are
I know
taking it
it's hard.
seriously.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The leading
me started on
nation in
America.
the world.
Oh, yes.
Shut up, you American. You always talk, you.
Yeah, that's right.
It's totally true.
So go on then,
Totally
Duke. I think you
Alright.
should have a 2-minute political section where you just talk about.
Oh no, I should not. I already did that on
No, he
Facebook. You
shouldn't.
can
He
go
shouldn't.
find
I've
it on
already seen
Facebook
it. I've
Live.
seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah, it's a good discussion about cults and the vow and.
Well, what's
MAGA
quite
and
interesting, you see,
epistemology.
Millie is studying psychology at the moment.
Well, there you go.
So I forwarded it to her. I said, "You should watch it. It's quite interesting. It's interesting."
Yeah.
If anybody,
I'm glad she I hope she liked it.
if anybody wants to
She
remember
hasn't
how,
seen it yet. I don't think she's watched it.
If
But I forwarded it. You
Is
know,
it?
I gave it her.
if
That
anybody
shows Millie
wants
don't-
to realise how smart Eric is, just listen to him talk about politics, and you're like, oh wow, he's not just a big
And-
shouty American.
Buy my book. Buy my book.
I am also a big shouty American.
Yeah. Buy his book.
Is that any other stories?
No, I was meant. There's a little story, although it didn't happen. I was meant to get my COVID vaccine this week. I was meant to get
Because
it
You're in that front line.
because I'm in the front line, but no, I
You
didn't.
didn't get it yet. Dang
Yeah,
it.
the wheels
Did they
of
tell you when
the-
you.
Why didn't you get it?
I don't know. We don't know. We were meant to get it, and then we
You know
didn't get
why?
it.
Because it's a
they
goddamn
tell you?
conspiracy. Okay, it's a
Well, that would
goddamn.
be a reason to get it.
conspiracy.
Though. What?
But there is
what-
some
did
good
they tell
news.
you?
Sorry, go on.
Did they tell you when you're going to get it?
Nope, no idea.
That's frustrating. So what's the good news?
The good news is that my mother and father-in-law have both had theirs, so that's good.
Yay!
So,
That is good
Oh.
news.
so hopefully.
How
they're
old
both
are they?
over
41.
83 and 81.
All right, yeah.
83
I'm
and
87. I'm
So,
87.
Yeah.
So yes, and
It
they got the
is
Pfizer
ridiculous.
one, which apparently is the most effective one. So
That's
you know,
the American one, of course it is.
That's the American one.
Yeah.
Oh, America, 95%, 95.
The
man.
British
Count
one.
'em.
The British one does the same job, but it just says sorry afterwards.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
And then the Canadian one is like, "Oh, we appreciate you helping us out. You're about to be vaccinated."
You're a
All right.
Where are you going? Story time's over, isn't it?
What you been playing?
What you been playing? I'm not the title. What you been playing?
Zippity-bow.
That was a good
Right, get
time.
the wheel up, Chinny.
That was
Get
a
the
good
wheel.
time.
Where's the
Zippity
wheel?
bow. I like that zippity bow.
Why, thank you.
Zippity-bow.
The wheel of death. Oh, it's me.
It's
Oh,
Chinny.
snap.
It's
Chinny.
me. Yay. Oh my
Yay.
god. Sorry, my back is
Oh my God.
forming new vertebrates because it hasn't been together for so long.
I don't think it's forming new vertebrates.
It is. That's how it works, Derek.
First of all, that would be creating new vertebrated animals.
I'm a
Is that what you meant? I
doctor.
thought you meant vertebrae.
Chinny
Right.
is evolving as he's talking.
I'm evolving.
Apparently he is. Okay.
Uh,
So meanwhile, Dr. Chin, what have you been playing?
Dr. Chin. I'm sorry, but you're gonna die in 3 days. What? I only come in for an headache. Listen, I'm a doctor. Okay. It says doctor on the door. No, it doesn't. It says come in. Right. Okay. I've been playing Red Dead 2 for a change.
Red Dead 2.
Been swapping it up. Been
I
swapping
thought you
it up.
said you finished everything. You're still playing that single player running around.
Still playing the single player. Still running around, doing stuff.
Yes.
I was waiting for the.
Oh no, I stopped it.
Oh,
Haha.
okay. There you go. You got me.
Zippity-bow.
You got me good. So, I think I'm at a point now where I'm going to put it down for a little bit because I've been doing a lot of stuff in it, just gathering little bits of bobs and that herbs,
Yes.
and trying to. Some of the challenges are like, oh, you've got to bust out this player in Saint Denis on poker. I'm like, oh my god, and eventually
No, wait.
did
Are
it.
you talking about online or is it single player?
All single player.
Oh.
And
Bust out a player online. Oh, I see. Like find an individual in Saint Denis and like take all their money.
no, on poker, you got to play the poker game and basically make them
Right.
bust,
And
and
take
then
their money right on poker. Right.
yeah, and then there's all different challenges like rob 5 people, shoot
And what are
9.
you getting when you finish these challenges?
Well, eventually you do get an upgrade to your like stamina and all that sort of stuff, but it's basically the road to 100% on Red Dead 2, and you've got to just do all these things.
And that's why I was playing a little bit of the single player, open world stuff, and then I realized like, oh, I'm gonna get some money. Okay, I've got $20,000 in the game. Like I don't need any more money in the
You always need money.
And that's why I've been playing the online is because I'm building toward my character.
Yeah, I'm
So-
fighting towards that, the 100% achievement,
You want the
basically. I just want
100%,
that
yeah, that's fine.
achievement and get 100%.
Sure.
There's also another achievement in the game, and I tried to do this for GTA 5, and it was quite difficult to do, which was to get a gold medal for each mission in GTA.
God.
And to get a gold medal, it depends on the mission, but it's usually things like get 80% accuracy, get 15 headshots, lasso.
Finish it within a certain amount of time.
Yeah, do all that. And the one that I'm on now, which is the first encounter with Colm O'Driscoll, which is in the snowy bit.
Yeah.
And you're with Dutch and all that sort of stuff. And to do that, you got to get 15 headshots, kill 3 people in one Deadeye run, finish the...
Now, sorry, let me ask you this. Does it take you back to the start of the game when you didn't have any Deadeye? Or is it you do it now that you can do it over again with the powers that you have at the end?
You do it with the powers that you have now.
Okay, so that's not quite so hard.
And the weapons as well. So whatever weapons you've got, it carries over. Because it says...
Do you have, Chinny, do you have golden engraved guns now?
I do. I have a golden engraved pump shotgun.
Oh, yeah.
Which I use quite a lot.
Fancy.
And, because Dutch is like, Arthur, don't forget the rifle. I'm like, I've got like 48 guns on me, Dutch, but whatever. And you have to do it because that's what the mission does. So, I don't know. It's keeping me busy, but I think I'm going to put it down for a little bit. I just needed to play a game that I was enjoying for a little bit, and I've been enjoying it. I'm not going to give up. I'm just going to slow it down a little bit because, and I haven't played anything else all week. All I've been playing is Red Dead 2. But I'll read out very quickly, then I'll let somebody else carry on. But I'll read out very quickly what you've got to do to get 100% in Red Dead Redemption 2. So you've got to complete all the story missions, 10 stranger missions, 5 bounty
first hour of gameplay.
5 bounty hunter missions, 25 chance encounters, survive a gang ambush and clear out 6 gang hideouts. Now those ones you do pretty much just by playing the game, I would say.
See, I haven't found any gang hideouts in the single player. I mean,
there's
I haven't
lots
been
of them.
exploring enough.
There's 6. I think there's 8 now. I think they added 2
okay.
post game, but there's quite a few of them.
I got you.
And there's one like where It's in the cave where the final like level is basically, and it's like
gotcha.
these fucked up like people chopping off limbs and
Skinners?
stuff. Yeah, I think it's those kind of guys. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
so the collectibles, you've got to find 1 point of interest. There's lots of points of interest. You've got to complete a set of cigarette collection cards. There's 12 sets altogether.
Ooh,
So you don't have to
okay.
do all of them. You've just got to complete one of them.
Yeah,
But they're not labeled on the map or anything. They're completely random. There's loads of them, so it's quite tough.
completely random.
So well, they're not random in terms of randomly generated, but you know, you can get a map and blah blah blah. A test of fate, which is a collectible. A test of faith, which I forgot which one that is. A fisher of fish, so that's collect a lot of fish. Blah 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 blah. I don't know. Some of it's like
I think what you're trying to say, Chinny, is there's a lot of
you've got to do the find the rock carvings. You've got to hunt these rodents and different small animals for this woman because she's making an art project. You've got to find 20 dream catchers, cigarette cards, legendary fish, legendary animals. Then you've got to study, not just kill them, study them. 50 animal species. You've got to discover 10 equipment items, 10 fish species, discover all 6 gangs, discover 10 horse breeds, discover 20 plant species, discover 48 weapons, and then you've got to reach the highest on your health, stamina, Deadeye, achieve a level 4 bonding with your horse, complete all 90 challenges. That's the hardest one. All 90 challenges is really, really difficult to do. And then a few other things. But the 90 challenges are basically like just... Some of them are like hold up 5 townsfolk, amass $250 bounty in one state, all the treasure maps. There's a lot of gambling challenges like win 5 hands of poker, win 3 games of 5 fillet, all this stuff. Herbalist, pick 6 yarrow, pick 15 different species of herb.
See, I gotta be honest. Like when I did the 100% of Shadow of Mordor, it was all stuff that was like, ooh, that'll be fun. It sounds like such a chore.
But the thing is, Eric, I love the game so much. I love being in it so much.
I love Skyrim too, but I haven't done all. I haven't 100% in Skyrim.
Yeah, I suppose so. But
Whoa, Duke. You might not have done that, but you have played a fucking lot.
No, I know.
of
That's what I'm saying.
Skyrim.
Is like when people make these guidelines for what it takes to get 100%. I mean, and again, look, it's just my opinion. If it works for you, it works for you.
I like it. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. But I think I'm gonna just chip away at it. You know what I mean? Just like the drippy tap eventually fills the sink kind of approach. You know.
Yeah, like I feel like playing it. I'll do one of these challenges today.
Yeah, that's it. Like if I make a little bit of progress, you know, do this challenge today. Eventually, I'm gonna do it. So that's the plan with Red Dead 2.
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean to be fair to you, Duke, you could have probably 100%ed Skyrim about 5 times in the amount of time
Well,
you've
I
been
could
playing
have
it.
but then I'd have to
If you'd
play
have
it in a
focused,
certain
if you'd
way
have
that the
focused.
game, and if I focus on what they wanted me to do.
Yeah.
So, Chinny,
yeah.
before you spin the wheel again, could I say like a couple of things about Red Dead Online? Because that's what I've been playing a lot this week.
Yeah.
Since we're in the world of Red Dead, and you just spun for yourself. So, here's the other reason I've been playing it a lot online is because it feels dishonest to play as John Marston.
Yeah.
You've made a promise to your wife about like you're not gonna run around and shoot people and get the law mad at you. So like,
It's not a real person, Duke.
that's
Good
not the
God.
point. That's not the point. I feel a connection with these characters, and I want to keep my
Wow.
word. My word means something to me, even in a video game. I know that's
Screw
bizarre.
that. You're John
We live
Marston.
in a
He don't
world
give
where-
no shit, man. He don't give no shit.
Well,
He's
you don't
on
think he
his
gives a
shit.
shit about his wife? I think he gives a
He
shit.
ain't the
Yeah.
smartest tool
Anyway.
in the shed.
But the other thing is that like it's very satisfying to build something in a new character, to make and evolve this character, that you get to choose how they look, you get to choose how they, like what their
You
morality
get to
is
pick
and
their
stuff
teeth.
Like that.
You get to pick their teeth.
You get to pick their teeth. You get to pick their hat. You can pick John Marston's hat, but yeah, I don't know. And it's the thing that bugs me the most is that it costs money to fast travel online, and you can't sleep overnight. Like if you're playing single player, you just go to sleep when it's night and you wake up and it's the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But online, it's obviously all online. And like I realized that these games, Red Dead Online, Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Online, they're all approximations of these magnificent single player games. And I play them because they're fun, but then I keep finding myself wishing that they were more like the single player games.
Yep. Yep.
And I just wish I could have the best of both worlds. So
Mhm.
I wish there was something in Red Dead 2 where it was like, okay, you finish the game, you can play as John Marston, or you can make a new character, and I don't know. But then I feel like, again, like with John Marston, there's nothing for me to grind toward. And it's bizarre, but it's so satisfying.
Did you
to
not
have,
just
"Oh, I
listen
got
to
some gold."
Chini's list of stuff you can do?
Yeah, but that's not.
Yeah, but
if I do those things, I'm not gonna 100% it.
No,
That's
I've
just
been
not gonna
discovering cool things. Like there's one thing where it's like a
happen.
trench.
It better not be about the robot again.
No, it's not the robot. It's like a trench. Like maybe it's like an old war trench, and there's nothing. There's no mission to it or anything like that. You just do it, and then you find like this weird Viking helmet for no reason at all. And then when you wear it, people go, "I don't think that's in fashion." I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. When you ride your horse around on Red Dead Online, I bought a horse that's a little fancy, and every time I ride past anybody, they go, "That's a nice looking horse you got there." It's like, shut up! Why would you suddenly start talking about a stranger's horse?
Hey,
It makes no sense.
leave me and that horse alone. I can't be responsible for what happens.
Yeah. So anyway, those are the things I was noticing about Red Dead Online, and I'm building toward the butcher table so I can do the sales stuff online, and maybe by next week, I got like $4 in gold now. I need 10. So maybe by next week. And they keep, the best thing about Red Dead Online is they keep shoveling things at you. So every time I log on, it's, we got a new coat. You can get a new poncho. You can get a new this. You can get a new that. Here's $100. I'm like, sweet. The thing I need to get is a reinforced lasso, because
I got one of those.
For the bounty hunter missions, you go get people. If you want to try to capture them alive, they can sometimes break out of the rope.
That's
and
right.
It's like, what? So you got to get the better lasso, and it's like, it's $350, and I'm just like, ugh. What a hassle.
I got it.
Yeah, well, we can't all be you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chini does all right.
No, it's because I started playing the game when it first.
Fancy lasso.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
They just throw money at you when you've been playing it. When you play it, because I played it when it first came out, and then I put it down. I think they tease money at you to kind of get you to come back, and it works.
Sure. Yeah. Well, and then the question is, do you have to keep logging in to get that money, or does it stay there every? I mean,
No, it stays there. I don't do anything. It's
6
just...
months of stuff. Yeah. So yeah, exactly.
Mm.
So anyway, Red Dead Online is fun. I play it a lot.
Yeah.
Very good. Oh, I guess it's me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, because
Go ahead, Stu. Yeah.
Do you know, all right, everyone's banging on out. Everyone's banging on out. Cyberpunk is so fucking glitchy. I don't really like the story.
Not if you play it on a brand new PC, it's not.
Do you know what? I'm actually having a lot of fun with this game now that I've really got into it.
Good. I'm glad.
It's pretty fucking good. Do you know what? As you get into the game and the character like develops more, and you develop more relationships with different factions and people in the game, it does get pretty cool.
Do you think it's like snow blindness after a while? After a while, you stop seeing the sort of glitches and see the game for what it is.
Yeah, I mean, weirdly, I just did a mission, and where the checkpoint was, what you're seeing on screen is basically what happened. So
for the audio listeners, that's very useful.
No, I'm going to explain. I was just about to explain.
Mm-hmm.
So every time I spawned in when I got killed, I was in the driver's seat of the car, but the driver's seat was occupied by the NCP, which was driving. So I saw the eyeballs like you just saw on screen and the hair of the NCP rather than my own character.
You was inside the head of the NPC.
So it basically doubled up. It doubled you up with the NCP sat in the driver's seat.
Right.
But you just I think you're kind of right, Ginny. I'm beginning to just accept those weird little things that happen as you're playing.
Yeah.
And I'm still getting crashes to desktop for no reason. It just suddenly just stops. So I am saving at every opportunity.
Yeah.
So I mean that is a thing. I'm consciously like, oh, need to save again just in case. Oh, need to save again. So
need to save again.
Yeah, because if you don't, and then shit goes down, you've lost progress as a result.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, they're not that frequent, and in-game glitch-wise, I'm hardly seeing anything now. The AI actually isn't that bad. The AI is pretty challenging at times. There was a mission that I did where I had to it is kind of a cool mission. You meet this new character. Her ex-partner stroke boyfriend has ripped her off, and they did like a bit of a heist or something together, and then he nicked everything. So she basically enlists you to get revenge on him. And there is a bit where you have a massive, and there is a bit of a discrepancy between certain missions because it was really difficult. There was a lot of enemies. They're all over the bloody place. They're shooting at you from all different angles. There's a sniper somewhere. And I died a lot. And then the next mission, I didn't die at all. So there is this sort of almost doesn't feel balanced. Doesn't feel totally balanced. But that being said, there's some really fun missions. Like there was a mission where I had to infiltrate a warehouse and sabotage a float. But that's still building. That's part of a much bigger mission. So you sort of do bits of the mission, then you have to go and do other stuff while you're waiting for time to elapse, until it's time to go to the next part of it. And I kind of like that.
These games usually it's one thing after another, and it'll fast forward if it's, we gotta wait till tonight, and then it'll fade out, and then when it fades back up, it'll be nighttime.
Yeah. Whereas in this,
I don't know if I like that or not. I mean, it is more realistic, but it also sounds like the kind of realism that I'm not interested in.
No, because what happens is for the main story mission, there's 2 or 3 parts going all the time.
Yeah.
So you just go off and do the other missions that you have to do for the story. So it does a good job of sort of giving you other stuff to do whilst you're waiting.
Yeah.
And by the time you've done all that other shit, it'll obviously be time to do the other bit of that mission that you're on. It is cool. I must admit, everything aside, and I know there's been a lot of bad press about this game and people complaining about all the bad stuff.
There've been a lot of problems with this game. It's not just bad press. It's
But I also think that it's almost detracted from what they have achieved.
Why are you focusing on the women who got driven over by the bus? Why don't you focus on how cool the bus looks?
Well, it's their own fault, though, Stu, isn't it?
It is, right? I do appreciate all the issues people are having because I've had some of those myself. But I suppose with being, such a Witcher 3 fanboy and having not to the same extent as this, but having some of those similar issues with that game, I kind of almost expected it. So it's not as big a deal breaker for me, I don't think.
Sounds like you're in denial, Stu.
I probably am. But
well, no, it sounds like you're having so much fun that you don't mind the occasional bug that you have. And
I don't.
When other people have very serious problems, you're like, whatever.
The characters are really good. Some of the characters are really well developed, and I really like that about it. I do feel, like you.
Like T-Pose Terry, he's good.
T-Pose Terry, yes, indeed. But I do feel a connection with some of the characters, and I think that helps.
Yeah,
that you sort of that I like the characters that I'm playing the game with. Some are feisty. They've got decent personalities.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm up to 35 hours now.
Yeah.
So I have played a lot of this game, and like a Final Fantasy game, it gets going about 20 hours in.
And it's new. I mean, the problem is that I'm looking at this. Chinny's posting a super cut of things that are horribly wrong with the game. That's gonna make me think that's all the game is. I'm gonna play it,
and it's not that. I mean, that
people stuck in the wall.
That is that barely. I've never seen a car do that. I've played the game for 30 odd hours. I've never.
You
seen
also
that
are playing
happen.
it on a high-end PC, so it's.
I've never seen I've never seen the T-pose in the game.
I have.
I have. No, I know you have, but I haven't.
I have, yeah.
I've never seen the
console,
T-pose.
Chinny.
Playing on a shitty console.
Yeah.
The biggest
so in other words,
issue.
The pros are the ones having problems because they don't have fancy PCs.
Yeah, exactly. The biggest issue I've had is the crashes to desktop. They're the biggest annoyance.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've not had any real.
Other than the game not working at all and stopping.
Well,
no
yeah,
issues.
Other than that, and obviously at the very beginning, before the updates, I did have that issue with the mission that just didn't complete.
Other than that,
And other than that, but
yeah.
no,
it a
I'm
joke?
not having
Yeah.
any major issues.
It's pretty good.
I like it. You know, everyone,
Glad you like it.
you can all be haters, but I actually like the game, and I'm really enjoying it. I mean, what's quite interesting this week, they released a statistic on Steam that from like release to now, 79% of players have stopped playing it.
Yeah.
Damn. Now, here in a second. In order for that statistic to be relevant, we have to know what the average is on a AAA title.
Yeah,
That's true.
By after a month out.
You need
or
a reference
Yeah.
point.
2 weeks. Yeah.
well, yeah.
The fact that they've announced that.
I'm sure it's not that high.
No,
so
the
it's-
fact that they've said that, I would suggest that that is quite high.
I
usually.
would imagine that 80% of players aren't playing it anymore is pretty high in the first month.
Yes.
I mean, you know,
Now,
it
the
definitely worked
good
on
news
me.
is for someone like me, I can wait another 2 weeks and it'll be 75% off on Steam.
What do you mean? I got it for that anyway to begin with.
Yeah,
I got-
but you have some dodgy.
Well,
way
it's not strictly dodgy, but
Not strictly.
I'm quite glad though. Like I said, that I think it's early access, so I'm quite glad I paid an early access
Yeah, there
price.
you go.
for
Yeah.
it.
As I said, I'll play it when it's finished.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's just a shame for console players. That there are so many problems still with the console version.
I think there's problems with all the versions. Just
No, absolutely, but I think there's degrees of problems. You know what I mean? There's the
It's worse
problems
for the
I'm having,
console,
which
surely.
are reasonably minor, and the problems console players are having that are major.
I mean, let's get it. I didn't get like what we're seeing on screen here is ridiculous, really, because it's just
Yeah.
a compilation of
Hands
crazy
going
problems.
through faces
Yeah,
and-
I mean, like the problems that I had wasn't this regular. I mean, the game was playable. Like I could play it,
Yeah.
I could carry on playing it, but I just thought it was just so glaring and boring and just I just found it so like ridiculous that this game, which has all this hype, all this money behind it, all this time, just isn't ready. And I refuse to play it. It's not ready. I was like, I'm not
I
playing
think
this
the one-
unfinished game.
The one thing I will say, having played a lot of it now, as much as this is meant to be like the best AAA looking game you can get, and some of the stuff does look amazing, some of the environments and all that, but character animation looks like
Well,
something
that's the
from
hardest
about
thing, isn't
5
it?
years ago.
That's the hardest
know what I-
thing. That's why
Yeah.
Naughty Dog and Rockstar do it so well. It's just
Yeah.
these people don't move like real people,
No, they don't. And they're even sort of how they don't look like real people.
No.
You look at something like Red Dead or like you say, The Last of Us 2, and you could be watching a movie.
Correct.
The characters, the faces, the facial animations, the way they move, it's natural and looks real. Whereas games like this, it still looks like a video game.
Yeah.
It's a video game.
Yeah, that's right.
Weird, but totally true. There you go.
Mm.
Right, I have nothing more
There
to
you
say
go.
on it yet, but hopefully I
Okay.
should finish it within the next few
Yeah.
weeks, I guess.
Probably will.
I expect so.
Yeah, I'm getting through it.
Rainy Lamp
Yeah,
says
the
it's a
Characters
poor
look like
man's.
something out of a Junjo Ito comic.
Rainy Lamp says it's a poor man's.
Before we
GTA.
move on, by the way, Lord in the chat has very kindly, and he's mentioning in the chat, he has sold me his copy of Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a good
nice.
game.
So it's on its way. So thank you very much for that, Lord. I am actually looking forward to playing it.
Yeah, because you'll play a game that's good.
That's well, Cyberpunk is
Occasionally.
fine. It is fine. It's fine. I like it.
I had
like it.
0 crashes on Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah.
I know. I bet you did. Also in the chat, can I just mention Ra Finch has found my Mixcloud page. So he's been listening to all my mixes all week while he's been working.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I'm a new listener.
Real contests are for old
Do you want to? You know how much I like statistics. You want to hear a statistic?
Is it about how many listeners you've had?
No. How many hours they've listened for? So have a guess. Come on,
So
let's
yes,
do this.
it is about.
Let's do. So how many hours do you think people have listened to my mixes on Mixcloud?
4,
753.
God, that's a really good guess. That's
6
good.
million.
I wish it was 6 million, because then I would be a proper DJ and wouldn't have to do that like a real job. Maybe I could get paid, who knows? But I doubt it. But no, you're very close to 683 hours. people have
Well, all
streamed
right.
my mixes. But that's pretty good, I think. It's pretty good.
Yes,
For an
I
amateur,
agree.
you know, who doesn't know what the
Yes.
fuck he's doing. I mean, it's pretty
Yes.
good. So there you go.
Well
But yes,
done.
thank you, Ra Finch, for, you know, listening to my mixes. It's all good. I'm just glad
Yes,
someone
it's
enjoys them.
all good.
It's all good. But yeah, that's it for Cyberpunk. So spin the wheel, Chinny. Oh, actually, do you need to? There's only me and Duke left, isn't there now?
I'm spinning it anyway.
Spinning anyway. Spinning
Okay.
anyway.
It always lands on me. I don't know why. It's such a dumbass wheel.
Because it's rigged toward you.
Because it's your wheel.
Oh my god, I've
Yeah.
pressed it so many times it just doesn't stop spinning. Okay, it's landed on Duke.
Maybe you should flip a coin instead, so it's head or tail.
No, the wheel.
Right. Okay. Well, the Duchess has played a game, and I interviewed her about the game right when she finished playing the game. And you should know that her job is she works at a place called the Center for Aging Research and Education, CARE, at the University of Wisconsin. And she's had some experiences in her family with people suffering from dementia. So this game is called Before I Forget, and it has to do with memory loss. And this is what we recorded after she got done playing. So we're here with the Duchess of Scath, and we just got done, well, she just got done playing Before I Forget, which is a game about memory loss, and it's made by Trifold Games, and they have a partnership with Alzheimer's Research UK. Duchess, first impressions.
Well, I thought it was very well designed. I don't know. I mean, obviously it made me a little sad given my dad and grandma having dementia. But yeah, I mean, it was a good game. I thought it was a lot of the things I know from my studies and my job, I know are pretty accurate in terms of how they portrayed, for example, like it's called a visual cliff. So there are times where people won't feel safe going on patterned floors because the visual processing changes and they think it's a drop off or a hole. And so that's an example of something. And that, like, that attention to detail is very nice and makes it feel like it's being done respectfully rather than sensationally.
And for the listeners to know, like, your job is research at the Center for Aging Research and Development, or Education Care.
Yes.
Yes. So, like, tell them a little bit about what that means and, like, how does that relate to the game, would you say?
So, yeah, so I'm a biologist by training, and I work at a center within a university school of nursing that focuses on older adult health. And one of the areas in which I have done a good amount of work there is around helping prepare nursing and other health sciences students to provide person-centered care for people living with dementia. And I help develop a course around person-centered care for people with dementia. And yeah, so it's, you know, it's good to see that attention to detail and that being accurate and not sensationalistic is just adds another dimension, I think, to the game.
Yeah, there's a part in the game where you need to use the restroom, I guess, and you're going into different rooms, and yeah, this seemed like the frustration in the game is part of the design on purpose.
Yeah, and I mean the rooms change. You couldn't get it right.
Right. Presumably.
No, I played it the best way ever.
It's possible that there's a way to do it, but I don't know. It seems like it was probably impossible to get it right because they're trying to show you that sense of frustration
right.
that somebody would have if they can't find the restroom.
Yep.
What about the story?
Well, you know, it was a good uncovering of, you know, like you would be if you didn't remember. You know, there's the notes that people often leave to themselves, and some of them were repetitive notes. And so, yeah, you're sort of uncovering and looking at cards. And another thing I feel like they did really well in terms of accurately was how music in some cases, and for the story, it was particularly impactful because her husband was a musician, but music does often have really profound positive impacts on people living with dementia because it encourages global brain activation, so you can actually make some connections for a short amount of time listening to music that otherwise have been eroded due to the dementia. So that's yeah, I just thought that was a nice touch as well.
Yeah, and there's spoilers coming up here, by the way, people. So heads up on before I forget. Any other thoughts before we wrap it up?
Yeah, why is it her fault at the end? I don't like that.
I felt like it was him being irrational and jerky and not respecting her as her career. I felt like it was a little morally ambiguous.
Yeah, maybe. But then there was no thread of him being impetuous like that before.
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, I do appreciate that she is obviously brilliant and she's got these awards and she's dedicated to her career and I like all that in terms of, you know, non-stereotypical, especially woman of color, like focusing on her personal achievements and career but still being in love, and I like that part.
And the final thing I have to ask is, on this show, we usually do a review noise. So if you had to sum up your feelings about this game in one sound or series of sounds, what would it be?
I'm not going to do it. That's
Okay.
silly.
Well, it is very silly. So how about this? Out of 10 stars, how many thumbs up would you give it?
Stars or thumbs?
Right, starry thumbs.
Do stars have thumbs?
Yeah, they do. Scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the game?
I would give it, I don't know, I'd give it like 9 thumb stars, I guess.
Okay. 9 thumb stars. You heard it here, people.
That's right. Who's got 9 thumb stars and played a game?
This lady. Thank you, Duchess.
Thank you, Duke.
So there you go. There's a little something about Before I Forget.
I do think it's kind of cool that game developers are actually making games that revolve around serious topics.
Yeah, and this game has a good story as well, because it's one thing to make the game that's about a serious topic, but it has to be entertaining as well. Not necessarily fun, because it's not a fun topic to deal with, but it is a good story. And, you know, we've talked about Senua's Sacrifice. We've talked about that Dragon Cancer. You know, there are some games that, you know, Depression Quest I thought was a very good game. I think that it's not the most fun game in the world. It's not very entertaining necessarily, but it is important. So I think it's a tricky balance, and I think this game does it well.
Yeah, it's a bit like that Dragon Cancer, wasn't it?
Yep.
You know, there's quite a few of these types of games that try and, you know, deal with serious issues in a sensitive way.
Yeah, and
which is cool because, you know, games can be educational as well as entertaining.
Yeah, like Goat Simulator.
Like Goat Simulator.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There is a developer's commentary on this game, which is why I have not uninstalled it. I want to go through the developer's commentary and just see what they have
We
to say
didn't
about
know what we were doing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. We just threw a bunch of stuff together. We wanted to make.
I don't know. We wanted to make GTA.
I think what's interesting for me is, like, especially, you know, when he's talking about the link between music and dementia.
Yeah.
And there was a guy, do you remember the guy called, I think I'm just having a look now, he was called Paul Harvey, I think he was called, who was head of music at a school and then obviously got dementia. And he wrote a piece of music 30 years previously, and although he couldn't recall his children's names, for instance, he could play the piece of music perfectly on a piano without any music to follow or anything. He could just play it.
Yeah. That's what
you know, so it's just weird how different parts of your brain are affected, I guess.
The human brain is a fascinating instrument, and it's just, yeah, there's so many things about it that we're learning all the time, so no doubt.
Definitely.
Yep.
Right, is it back to me then, I guess?
I guess.
I guess. I've only played one other.
But there's no point.
No.
I know. We're all like one game wonders this week, aren't we?
No, I got something else. Speak for yourself.
Have you? Oh no, I've seen this game actually. I nearly downloaded it, funnily enough.
Okay.
But yes, I have played one other game that I actually played a few weeks back, but never got a chance to talk about it because it'd be so busy.
Tell us.
So busy.
Tell us now.
I played the Little Nightmares 2 demo.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I liked the first game. I really enjoyed it.
So Little
It was
Nightmares was a kind of 2D, 3D platformer, scary, inside-esque kind of game.
Yeah.
It's like horror platform game.
Yeah. Yes, indeed it was.
Yeah.
But in this game, it's co-op or can be co-op or single player.
And as we know,
so
co-op makes everything instantly better every time.
It does.
That's why Red Dead Online is so much better, because you could play with friends.
Yeah.
Gotta say, artistically and style of this game is just incredible. It just looks incredible.
Does it look the nuts?
It looks the nuts in an absolutely grotesque way.
Does it look the dog's bollocks?
It does. It does such a great job of atmosphere.
Mm.
You know, everything just looks cool. You know, it looks like this grimy, horrible house stroke asylum stroke God knows what. I mean, there's one point in the game where you're hiding in this long grass, and there's this character who just, you know, is like a typical big fat farmer with a double barrel shotgun and a big lamp, and he's shining this torch all over the place trying to locate you, and it just looks incredible. Yeah, give the demo a go. I mean, did you play the first game? Either of you two, did you play Little Nightmares?
I only played it at EGX.
It's a really good game. If you ever, well, it's probably been on sale loads of times. But yeah, definitely
Now
worth.
you tell me the Steam sale just ended. I wish I would have known. I might have bought it. No,
it's really, really good. But there's just some. Like,
so is it co-op? You have to have somebody with you, or does the AI?
No, you can play. No, the AI actually was pretty good. I was quite
two
impressed with the
characters,
AI.
and so if you're playing alone, you're playing with an AI person.
Yeah, but obviously if you're playing,
can you
with
swap between the two characters?
No, I didn't. That didn't happen whilst I was playing the demo.
Presumably, there are certain spots that are timing based. So
yeah. So there is a little bit of that. There's a little bit of one character helping you get to higher places and all that sort of stuff. You know, give you a bit of a leg
Stu,
up.
question: why didn't you ask me to play with you? Do you hate me?
Yeah, really.
I don't know whether you can actually play co-op in the demo. Whether you can play together, I don't know. Well, should try it.
Oh, you didn't buy it. You didn't buy it.
No. This is just it's not out yet.
Oh, that makes sense. You're tight.
Yes, this is the demo. It's not out till this year.
Right.
But I like it. I think I'll be picking this up because like I say, I really enjoyed the first game. There's a bit in this game where you use hanging bodies on meat hooks as counterweights.
Of course you do.
Oh, nice. Oh, you do that in before I forget as well.
Totally do that. Yeah, so it like uses sort of horrific things as interesting mechanics.
Yeah.
Shall we say? That's probably the best way of putting it. But yeah, there's a lot of grotesqueness.
It looks like a Tim Burton film, doesn't it? Basically.
Yeah. Like I say, stylistically, it's great.
Yeah.
It looks really, really good. So that's a big thumbs up from me. Big thumbs up for Little Nightmares
thumbs up
too.
From Stu.
Well, for the demo,
Thumbs up
anyway.
from
For the
Stu.
demo. You know, I can't speak for the full game because I haven't played it yet. But for the demo,
we know how demos work, Stu. You don't have to explain.
We do. We know.
I haven't played the whole thing, but
but yeah, definitely play it. If you've not, like I say, if you've not played it, it's pretty scary, by the way. It's very creepy. Yeah, get it. Pick up the first one, people. Give it a play.
Yeah.
Give it some love. Give it some cash.
Yes.
Right. That's it. I think that's everything we've played. Is that it? Are we done?
I've got another game.
Done?
I've
right.
got
Let's
several
move on.
games.
What?
Hello.
Go on then. Go on, dude.
May I?
You may.
All right. So before I get to my final game that I'm going to talk about, I'm going to say a few things about games that I don't have anything to say about. I had this hankering for science fiction. Something happened. You know me. I'm a fickle person when it comes to games. I just have a desire. I want to play this kind of game now. And I wanted to play a science fiction first-person shooter. And I was like, what am I going to play? Destiny. That's what I'll play. So I reinstalled Destiny 2. And I need to give an early shout-out.
It's time for a shout-out. Hey!
To the real kahuna from, I think, is he on the Seal podcast? Did you just hang out with Fraser?
No, he's on the Seal podcast. Yeah. Neil,
Yeah.
his name is Neil.
He right. He's my hero because I started up a new
He
character
loves
on Destiny
Destiny.
2.
He loves.
Because I had to start a new character because they did this thing where they were like, we're transitioning all our characters from one, I don't know if it was Bungie or whatever, from Bungie or to Bungie, but it was, I guess they went to Steam, so you had to transfer it to Steam. I just didn't pay attention to that email when I got it. I don't even know if I remember getting it. But I was like, well, I don't care about my characters in Destiny 2. I'm done with that game. Well, no, I wasn't. So I had to start a new character. I was like, ooh, I'll try the Warlock. I don't know. There's 3 different kinds of characters, blah, blah, blah. The thing was, it was the type of thing where it's a different kind of jumping for the Warlock. Like, it's much more floaty. And I didn't know how to do it. So I was supposed to get up on top of this silo, and I spent, like, literally 10 minutes trying to get on top of this silo. I was like, I can't do it.
That's 7 minutes usually than you usually last.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't turn off by that point.
Yeah,
exactly. So I was like, there's got to be a way to do it. So I started going into different Discords, and there was no one in here, of course. So I went to the Joysticks and Chill, but there was no one there. So I went into the SEAL team one, And yeah, they were like, hey, yeah. Kahuna was like, yeah, I'll tell you how to do it. Let me load it up. And so he came in and showed me how to do it. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. It's such a relief. And I was just not double jumping right.
Right. You
you
always
see,
got a problem with double jumps, isn't
Yeah,
you?
what is your problem with double
jumping,
jumping?
man?
What is your issue with double jumping?
So whatever. I played some Destiny 2. It's a lot of fun. I'm blasting baddies, science fiction, woo! And then I realized I want to do a PvP science fiction first-person shooter game. Damn it. So, of course, I deleted a bunch of stuff and I put on Star Wars Battlefield 2 or Battlefront 2, whatever it's called.
Oh, by the way, that's out for free on Epic this week, isn't it?
Well, guess what? I played it for money. I bought it for money back in the day on Origin. And yeah, it's such a good game. I'm really having a lot of fun with it. So,
are there still people playing that?
Yeah,
oh,
I
yeah,
think there
there's
is.
a lot of
Yeah,
people playing it.
yeah, I think it is.
Oh,
yeah, it's quite popular.
busy. And like they've made a lot of updates to it that made it better. So it's still the type of game, Battlefield is like this. If you get into one of those lobbies where there's a whole team on one side, I just had one today. You're done. Just forget it. I had one. The game I joined at the start of my session today, we ended up 3%. That's the only kind of conquest we got was 3% conquest of the map, and then the rest of the other team got 100%, obviously, and we never made it past 3%. It's so pathetic. And then I joined another game. I guess the next round was 0%, and I was like, oh my god, this is even worse. It's pathetic. What are y'all doing? So the point is, if you have a good team, they all work together. You cover the map, and then you don't have to worry about.
I must admit, dude, this sounds very much like you're playing Destiny Rocket League. Because, well, a lot of the stuff you say exactly the same things about Rocket League. Just saying.
That I get into teams on Rocket League where the other team dominates us?
Problems with double jump, problems with, teammates not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Well, I wasn't complaining about my teammate. I was complaining about the other team. Anyway, the point is, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is fun. Then Epic had a game for free called Solitarica. And of course, it reminded me of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I don't know if y'all watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force, but there's a great episode where Frylock makes a supercomputer, and then there's this caveman who shows up and he wants games because he's bored. Bored! And then he plays solitaire, but he's like, no, it's Legend of Soltar. See, it shoots missiles. And then at the end of the episode, you hear this.
That's right, dude. Send emails from your brain. And now it's got hot new games like The Legend of Soltar.
Plus it cures all diseases, dude! I kick my zits to the curb!
Dude, you're getting an Oogage McTar.
You buy, make Oog rich, rip head off!
I don't know what's going on.
I have no clue what's going on.
If somebody out there who knows Aqua Teen Hunger Force, tell me you know about the Oogage McTar. Legend of Soltar. No, this game is called Solitarica, and it is a cross between an RPG and a solitaire game. But it's golf solitaire, so basically you have a card down below, and then you have, like a river of cards, kind of like in Texas Hold'em. And you have to find a card that's one above or one below the card you just put down. So if you flip over a jack, you can click on a queen or a 10 to go up or down. And then if you click on the queen, then you can also click on a king, and then it deletes that. And then, you just keep going through the game like that.
Okie dokie.
Well, that's part of the game is the cards. And then you have these enemies that you're fighting. And basically when you clear cards, it hurts your enemy. And then you want to clear the whole table, basically. If you clear the whole table, the enemy dies. Meanwhile, if you can't get any matches for the card you turn over, then your enemy launches an attack every once in a while. So it's taking solitaire, it's adding some RPG mechanics to it, and it's fun. Like, it was fun enough for me to play through a whole game, but it's not really fun solitaire because you keep stopping in order to, like, defend your heart meter or attack your enemy with the little purple things or whatever. And it's not fun enough as an RPG because there's a lot of solitaire involved with the cards. So
you're not feeling it?
I'm not feeling it too much. It's interesting. It was just interesting enough for me to keep playing it, but I don't like the fact that they made it a roguelike. I wish they had made it, because you're trying to get to this monster in a castle, and I got about 3/4 of the way to him before I died, And I was like, oh wait, I got to start all over at the beginning. Nope.
Yeah.
And it's the type of thing where you get a little stronger each time. You get more money to spend on bonus ups or whatever. I don't remember because I didn't play the second time, but interesting idea. It was worth every penny that I spent on it. Just not really compelling, I guess.
Duke, can I
Yes.
make a suggestion for next week?
You may
for you?
make a suggestion. Yes.
Because I thought that when I saw the name of that game, I thought it was another game that I'd seen recently this week.
Legend of Soltar.
No. So
Cures all diseases, dude.
So this is a game by the same people who made Opus Magnum.
Oh,
one
really?
of
They have a
your
new game?
favorite games in Shenzhen or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. They've like put out a free solitaire game, but it's a competitive multiplayer solitaire game.
You lost me at competitive multiplayer.
It's
I've already
called
got that with Battlefront 2.
It's called Nerds Online. It's free to play, so you don't have to pay or anything.
I'll pass.
Wow, do you not have what you like, solitaire?
I do, but I don't like competitive solitaire. I like solitaire because it's a game I can play solo. That's the key.
No,
for me with
this is
solitaire.
co-op, I think.
Solo.
No, I think this is co-op, so you have to play together.
I don't want to play with other people. I want to
Oh,
play
people
solo.
like it.
That's
Oh,
the key to me.
Oh no.
This game is solo, solitary. That's what I like about solitaire.
Wow.
But maybe I should try it. Maybe I shouldn't be. So
Maybe you
dismissive
should
and
keep an
glib.
open mind. I'll play with you.
Shut your mouth.
I'll play with you. It's free.
I don't want to play with anybody else.
Ginny, let's have a game stream of us playing solitaire together.
two
There you go.
play it,
People
and then
love
I'll
that.
see how it is.
FREE, free, no charge.
Wow.
How very dare you try and suggest
I appreciate the information. Yes,
time
thank you.
together.
I know. I'm here trying to make a good suggestion of a game you might like to play, and ugh.
I got
How
my hands full of Destiny and Battlefront
very
2.
dare you?
I know. How dare I recommend a game to Duke? Just tell you.
Anybody else got
Anyway,
anything else to say about games?
no, but we have got to tell about games that are coming out this year. Oh yeah, we do.
Oh yeah.
Putting news first.
It's not really news, but nevertheless.
Anyway, it is that
Anyway.
time. It is that time. We need to look ahead because it's the start of a new year. We've got games coming out. We've got big games to be playing. We've got a fucking shit ton of games that we've never played or have partially played or we need to finish, which we never do. So let's have a look. Shall we see what's coming?
Okay.
See, there's already a game out there. There's already a big game release already happened this
It's been
year. Are
10
you ready?
days, isn't it? Sure. You wanna be the
I
first
know.
big game?
First big game is out, and it's called Cobra Kai: The Karate Kid Saga Continues.
Oh my god!
I'm assuming, right? I'm just going to put this out there now. I think this is probably going to be a bit shit. Just saying.
Do you think this might be a
What
cash
game
in
is
of the popular
Don't know.
Netflix
Don't know.
show?
Possibly.
So wait, you don't know what kind of game it is?
It's going to be a shit game, is what I think. It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up type game, from what I can gather.
Okay.
It's going to be shit. We could look because it's already out. Let's see what the Steam reviews say. Who knows? Let's see. It could be good. Let's see. Cobra Kai. Let's see. I love the show. Right, just saying. But I don't think I'm even interested in this cash. It's very positive. What the hell?
Oh, here we
9 out of
go.
10 on Steam.
What the hell?
Stu
Maybe
will
I missed it.
soon change his mind when he.
Oh,
I'm
now
going to
that there's
play this
reviews
game.
that
It
are
looks
positive.
amazing.
Let's have a look at Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Fun little
Cobra Kai.
game, says Mr. Matt MCP. I believe it has the original characters doing the voices. It is repetitive, though, doing the same thing over and over, but that's not to say I don't enjoy
It's like
the game. I binged all 3 seasons of the Netflix show. If you've not seen it, I would recommend it. Original cast. You're talking about the show now.
I mean, it is.
It's like it's
Oh,
like
is it
Streets of
fighting
Rage. It's Streets of
Yeah, it's
Rage.
Final
really.
Fight, isn't it? That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Final Fight set in Cobra Kai universe.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, it looks dumb.
Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Who knew I
It
was?
looks
I'll
bad.
tell you
It's
what.
gonna
The
be
quickest way to get Stu to play a game is just to write a fake review and say, "Look at this."
Yeah, right. Fake review, man. Say how great it is. But talking of big games, the first big game does come out on January 20th, which is Hitman 3.
Hitman 3.
I haven't played Hitman 1.
I know. You're so bad. Is this a game? Just correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the game that you can play on PlayStation VR in full? I think. I believe so. I believe this is the first Hitman game that you can just play the whole game in VR.
I have no
Well, this
idea.
is what it says on Wikipedia. The game will
Go.
feature PlayStation VR compatibility on the PlayStation 4 version with support for PlayStation 5 via backwards compatibility. The VR functionality will also retroactively apply to levels imported from the previous 2 entries. Unlike Hitman 2, there will be no multiplayer modes, with Sniper Assassin being purely single player and Ghost mode being removed entirely.
Yeah. So, I mean, Chinny, you used to really like the Hitman games.
I played Hitman Absolution. I heard Hitman, the reboot of Hitman was fantastic, and Hitman 2 was great. I played a little bit of EGX. I liked it. I've just never got round to it. I don't know why. I just
Too busy collecting sage plants in GTA 2.
Yeah.
Or RDR 2, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't got around to it. I don't know what it is. I own Hitman 1.
I know.
I just don't.
That's why I'm a bit confused as to why you haven't played these, because I know you used to like them. I've dabbled. I'm a bit of a dabbler where Hitman's concerned, but then I get really frustrated when I get seen or.
The art. I suppose the art with Hitman is to assume that you're not going to do it the first time. Do you know what I mean? Because when Hitman is just right is when you know the system of the level. Do you know what I mean? You know the clockworks of it, and you can manipulate it to how you want, and there's a rhythm to it and a like a slickness to it. And I think if you submit yourself to not knowing that the first time, or kind of having a draft version of it first,
almost like a rehearsal.
Yeah, and then go, right, now I'm going to play it for real. If you approach the game like that, it becomes a lot better. And the Hitman is always about the set pieces. You know, this level that we're seeing in Hitman 3 is, I'm assuming, is at the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. And it's always about creating a fantastic backdrop to an assassination.
Now, let me ask you this question, though. I mean, like, I would imagine part of what makes these games compelling is that the environment you're in feels alive. But these look like people just standing around looking.
Yeah, they do. It doesn't look very realistic.
There's a lot of that in Hitman. I mean, they're not too smart. Like you've got NPCs that will just literally run as soon as you start shooting. I suppose it creates an atmosphere, not really like a massive realistic one, but one where you can kind of role play a little bit. Hitman has always been tongue in cheek as well. You know, when you can assassinate somebody with a fire extinguisher and throw it across a room, which is what sometimes happens. It's kind of just like a sandbox of assassin fun.
Right.
And what I hear is that Hitman 2 and Hitman 2 and 3, the reboots, are steered more towards the direction of it being a little silly and ridiculous, and they steer it that way, because you know you're playing a game where you play a bald man with a barcode on the back of his head, and
who no one ever notices.
No one ever notices. So it's they've gone the route of, let's just make this very silly and tongue in cheek, and it works really well for them. And you know, like he's just dressed as a waiter in the restaurant. He's still got the barcode, very recognizable. No one bats an eyelid, and that's kind of like the funny part of the game. If you kind of get by that and realize, you know, if you're into the tone of the game, it can really work for you. I don't know why I haven't played it. It never really pops up as something that I need to play. Maybe I should play it, and I should get back into it. But
I mean, the interesting thing for me, I've played a little bit of I can't remember which was the last one I played. What was the one before Hitman?
Hitman Absolution was the one.
That I think I did play quite a bit of that.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
And what's quite interesting about these games is just how many different ways you can kill someone.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Just like it's just ridiculous. Like you can poison them, you can stab them, you can shoot them. Like you say, you can throw a fire extinguisher at them.
Yeah.
There are multiple ways of killing people in this game, and I think that's what makes it so cool.
Yeah, I mean, Hitman used to be.
It's literally up to you.
It used to be a really serious franchise. You know what I mean? Hitman. It used to, used to really try with its story, and Hitman Absolution was the last Hitman game where they really tried to tell a serious story, and then since that, they've stopped. And you just saw Hitman punch a woman in the face for no good reason on the screen. And as soon as you take the seriousness out of it, it all becomes okay. And it's kind of like a comedy film in a way. It's
almost a bit slapstick, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And I don't know. I can't tell you a legitimate reason why I haven't played it. I just never think of playing it. Maybe because it's not on my Xbox and it's on my PC, and I very.
Is it not on Game Pass?
No, it is. It probably is on Game Pass, but I bought it on Steam, on a deal. I think it was like £3 or whatever, and I never.
Just watching the demo here, and he just chucked like somebody out the window.
An innocent woman out the Burj Khalifa.
And he said, non-target killed in red, like you've done something wrong, and then 50 XP.
Well, if you throw the good thing about throwing something out the window of the Burj Khalifa is like, well, who's gonna catch you there? Like, it could be any window, couldn't it?
Yeah, long way up.
Long way up. So, I think maybe if I install it on the console, I'd probably, because I very rarely log into Steam. I very rarely switch it on. So, it's just not. It's the same reason why I do never play Red Dead. It's just not his comfort zone. It's just like it's got to be where he likes to play games. So.
Yeah, this is yet another game that looks like a video game.
Oh, and I think it's proud of that. You know what I mean?
Around there, this isn't like
wrong with that.
Or
not every game needs to look like The Last of Us.
No.
Cinematic.
No, but I think Cyberpunk is trying to do that.
Yeah. Not quite pulling it off.
But Hitman is. It's the same as Ghost of Tsushima, where it's got a decent story, decent characters, but it's a video game. You know what I mean? It's a game where you upgrade your character. It's not too complex. It's nice and simple. But it's a video game, and it knows it's a video game, and I quite like that. And if you really, really got to push the boat out, like Red Dead or GTA or The Last of Us or, Uncharted, then you've got to bring your A game, Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. I don't think I'm going to play it because it's not my kind of thing.
Nope.
Are you going to commit to give this a go, Chinny?
Not 3. I'd probably play them in order. I think the thing that put me off with 1 as well is that it was originally episodic, Hitman 1, and that kind of put me off a little bit. But there's no real good reason for it. So if I was to start Hitman, I would probably start from Hitman 1 and work my way through them. They're good games. Maybe I should try 1, but I think I know what my next game's going to be. That I'm going to play.
Okay.
It's going to be a nice, easy one. Nice, easy. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm getting into.
Okay.
It's going to be Call of Duty Cold War.
Yeah.
Single player. Yeah.
You know, I'd even forgotten that was a thing.
That was a thing. It's again, it's 80s as fuck, and it's Call of Duty. It's easy. I just need a bit of that. That's what I need. Just something easy. Just something where I can just blast through it. Nothing crazy. Yeah. And then I don't know. Maybe a Mafia game after that, Stu. I'm thinking.
Yeah, you need to play Mafia. I'm surprised you haven't played that by now.
Yeah, I've got some good games ahead of me. Even if I played Hitman after Mafia, I'd be looking forward to it. So, I'm only playing games that I like from now on. I'll give other things a try, but
I totally agree.
I'm only going to play. I don't. I love the podcasting audience, but I'm sure they would rather hear me talk about games that I like playing. Than me just going, this is shit.
Would they though? I mean,
but maybe they wouldn't. No. But it's just crazy to keep playing games that are crap. So I'm not going to do it anymore.
Talking of games that may or may not be crap, we don't know. But coming out on January 28th, so still in this month, is The Medium, which is a Xbox Series X.
This was meant to be a launch game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it didn't happen. Didn't happen. Interestingly, this is from Blooper Team, who did Layers of Fear and the Blair Witch game. I think you played that, didn't you, Chinny?
We played Layers of Fear at Rezzed.
No, I've played Layers of Fear as a game. I played it just on Steam.
Well, I played it at Rezzed. Layers of Fear.
Have you played Blair Witch?
No.
I thought you played the Blair Witch game.
No.
How weird is that? I was convinced you.
My brother has played it.
I knew somebody had played it.
Maybe that threw you off. I think my brother played it.
But basically, this game is by this team.
You're right, Duke.
The catch.
Yeah, I'm reading about it on Wikipedia. Go ahead.
The catch is that you can view the real world and the supernatural world both at the same time.
Oh my god!
Game's ever done that before?
Singularity. Remember Singularity? Do you remember?
I don't think anything's done it quite like this. It does it like a full-on split screen.
Do you remember Singularity?
Yes.
I do.
That was a great game.
That was a great game.
But that was time travel. It wasn't quite.
Yeah.
No, this is all about
But it was
the
same
supernatural.
core
Yeah, same
concept,
thing.
like,
You can see
there's
like the
another
past and...
way of like 2 different spots.
There used to be a bridge here.
Same place.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a bridge. It's just there's a thing in the Wikipedia thing about the development and release. Lead designer, and they're Polish, so I'm gonna butcher this name probably. Wojciech Pieszko said the medium imparts the message that, quote, there is no universal truth. Oh, for God's sake, what a startling and revolutionary thing to take on a video game. How do you know what's even real, man? Dude. Get out of my face with that nonsense.
I think what's interesting for me, this looks reasonably good.
Yeah,
but if you looked at this, right, if you looked at this and I went, this is the best that you're going to see on the Xbox Series X. This is showcasing.
Yeah, this does not look like a showstopper.
The capabilities of a next-gen console. It looks pretty good, but it doesn't do that, does it?
No.
Well, we've talked about the law of diminishing returns, where it can only get so good when you keep making it better and better.
I think what we learn is that it's not the power of the console; it's the time and craft of making the game that makes the game look good.
Yeah, totally.
Correct.
That being said, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt because on IGN they say it reminded him of Alan Wake, so
yeah.
That's a good thing.
Well, I am getting Alan Wake vibes because Duke hates it and you like it, so.
I know, totally true. Totally true. So, do you know what? I will definitely give this a whirl because it's on PC as well, so I don't need an Xbox to play it.
I'm going to be neutral. I'm going to be neutral about the medium. I'm going to remain in the medium.
I don't know, but I'm assuming it's coming to Game Pass, I would have guessed.
I would say so.
So I might not even have to pay like extra.
And that's your favourite price.
Free. Not really free because you're paying every month, but you know, nearly free.
Are Netflix shows free?
Yeah, they're always free.
Does that count as free?
Totally counts. Next up, which we just talked a little bit.
Free, no
I played the demo for this on February 11th. Little Nightmares 2 is coming out. So I'll definitely play that.
When is the game coming out? It's coming out February 11th. Yes, okay.
Yeah, indeed you do. So yeah, I think after playing the demo, I would definitely be playing that game because it's my kind of thing. I like Inside. I like those kind of weird side-scrolling, dark games.
Move on.
Could be good.
Next big one is Returnal.
Ugh, what a terrible name.
I know, Returnal. This is by Housemarque. So this is by Housemarque, you know, who did all the fancy stuff.
You know, there's a Yakuza game coming out before that.
I know, but it's only like the redone stuff, isn't it? Again, like the upgraded things.
Like a Dragon. I don't know.
Which one is Like a Dragon?
Main release. It's the
newest
in the Yakuza series, and it was released.
I'll tell you what.
For PlayStation 4 in January of last year.
They churn out those fucking Yakuza games like no business.
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah, they do.
They sell a lot. Why not? Why wouldn't you churn them out?
Got a whole load of teams working on that.
Anyway,
shit.
sorry. Go on about Returnal.
Returnal is.
And it's a PlayStation exclusive, right? It's
a PlayStation. It's by the Resogun developers. So up until now, Housemarque have made really, really pretty, like shooters. Normally, they haven't really ventured beyond that.
So what's Resogun?
So Resogun is like this really cool. It's really hard to explain. It's like kind of 3D, and you're like flying around in a circle. So you're shooting waves of enemies and then picking up like survivors and rescuing people at the same time. Right. It was a PS4 launch game.
I vaguely
remember it. It looks absolutely gorgeous. If you've never played it.
I was looking on Wikipedia. I said it sounds like Defender. I look and it says Resogun was heavily inspired by the classic arcade game Defender.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. Okay. But a very, very pretty version of it.
Yes. Okay.
You know,
so anyway, back to Returnal.
So Returnal, they've literally gone. Do you know what? We've sort of made these shooters and stuff like that. It's time we made something a little bit more meaty,
robust.
And the key word is time.
Key word is time. So basically, they've made this kind of, I don't know whether it is roguelike, but it's a sort of shooter.
Ugh.
According to Wikipedia, it is a roguelike.
Ugh, why are roguelikes so fucking popular?
But wait, Chinny, here's the thing, though. After every death, the pilot is resurrected following a pattern of traversing across foreign environments and combating extraterrestrial enemies with growing visions in an ever-changing world.
Kill
stuck
me.
in a time loop.
Kill me
Don't you wanna
now.
be stuck in a time loop?
No.
That's why I play video games, to get away from this time loop I'm stuck in.
Hell.
Yeah, well, get used to that, because there's another game coming out that also includes a time loop.
I feel like I'm in a time loop on this show.
Oh, wait, they're remaking The Sands of Time? Why didn't you tell me about this? What is wrong with you?
Not to that point, yeah. What's the matter with you?
Well, it comes out the same day, or the day before.
I'm in the same area. Just give me a chance, will you?
Okay, go ahead. Fine.
So yeah, because I'm going with new stuff. Returnal. Yeah, do you know what?
You know what I'll be doing with this game? Returnaling it.
No, you won't.
Nice.
No, you won't. Look, this is what I'm going to say.
I won't, because I won't be fucking buying it.
This is what I'm going to say. Housemark, up to now, have made very good games.
Housemark can suck my dick.
They've made really good games.
Slow down.
So, you know what? Maybe we should give them the benefit of the doubt. And it actually might be quite good.
When has it now been a good idea to give a video game developer the benefit of the doubt, Chinny? Come on.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yes, there's as Duke mentioned, there's a Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake.
Yay! Now you got my attention. Hello.
But
Sands of Time. This is a great video game.
It
This
is a
the
great
greatest
game.
platforming 3D platforming games of all time.
And they've turned it into a roguelike.
And they've turned it into a rogue. No, they haven't.
The announcement trailer, according to Wikipedia, the announcement trailer drew criticism from fans who consider the game's graphics to be lackluster, particularly as it was being developed using the newest iteration of Ubisoft engine. Ubisoft responded by stating the visual style was an intentional choice. They wanted to be unique and to make the game stand out from other games due to its fantasy elements. So I'm curious to see how it looks in the remake.
I think this might be a bit shit.
Well, the core game is great.
Is great, but I don't think when it says remake, I don't think it's going to be like a Resident Evil remake.
Well, presumably
I think this is going to be Prince of Persia: Sands of Time.
It's the same game.
Looks a bit better.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, sure, and probably hopefully plays a little better, because the first game was a little messed up.
It is, but then we've played it before. It's not. You know, don't get me wrong. I know we played. Some of us, I hadn't, but I know some of us have played the Resident Evil games before. But fuck me, they weren't anything like the original games. So
yeah, that's true. They remade them. This is not a remake.
To me,
this is a repolish.
Yeah, this is just polishing of it.
I gotta be honest. Video games journalism is ridiculous, because they go, fans have taken to Twitter to express their disappointment. People take to Twitter to express their disappointment about chocolate milk. That's not a thing. Like, why are you claiming that that's some? People took to Twitter to explain their disappointment. Who cares what people said on Twitter?
Well, everybody cares. Look, everyone cared what Trump said on Twitter, and look where that got us.
Well, that's because he's the president of the goddamn United States. If Schmuckface21 says this game sucks, why is that a big deal? This person had 8 responses. Like, it's
dude, did you see what Schmuckface said?
It's the laziest journalism of all time. Like, if somebody important says it, or if there's a viral tweet that gets 10,000 retweets that says the graphics suck, okay, fine. But this is just random idiots going, this isn't really a remake.
Do you know what I've noticed recently? I notice this a lot.
What have you noticed?
Like, a lot of sort of news articles that I put on the internet now have so many spelling mistakes or grammar errors.
Oh yeah, it's all about time, man. We don't have time to proofread.
Nobody proofreads these things, because some of them are glaring, and it's like,
well, you know what, Stuart?
That?
Trust me, you have 2 choices right now. Okay, you can turn into me and start complaining and whinging and writing complaining tweets and sending emails and making a big deal of it and making people feel stupid for making mistakes like that, or you can let it go.
No, I do, but I just notice it a lot.
You complain to us, but no.
Back on the topic.
Okay, what's next?
Back on the topic.
Yes.
The best thing about Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time was the combat. and the
Oh, yeah, it was
and the
great content.
platforming. So the
Except
game.
that there's a circular elevator, and while it's moving up,
Oh,
you have
yeah.
to fight enemies. That was the one where I had the temper tantrum, and the Duchess stood up because it was back when we were living in a small place, and she stood up and said, "I don't feel like listening to your little temper tantrum." She left the room, and I was like, "Whoa, what is this game doing to me? I am gonna stop playing this game once I beat this level."
Whoa, what is this game doing to me? I need to leave her and keep playing this game.
Exactly.
No,
we need to get a bigger place so I can play down.
Yeah, but let's get a farm, and then she can be like several acres away from me. I know your plan there, Duke. So
that's right.
The combat and the platforming was the best thing. The story, the graphics, it's all fine. Like all they got to do is
there was an evil vizier who was kidnapping the woman, and you had to save her.
yes, very original. And you know it's fine. Like they don't need to do a lot to make this remake work. You know what I mean? It's such a great game that I haven't played for many, many years. They just need to polish it up, and I'll be happy.
They need to polish it up. They need to fix that elevator scene, and
make it
the other
worse.
thing that was nice about this game was that it was one of the first games I remember. There were probably other games that did it, but it had this mechanic where it was telling the story, and if you fell off of a ledge, you could just go, wait, that's not what happened, and you'd rewind it or whatever, and you had a certain number of rewind slots available, and you could improve your dagger as you go through the game, and it was nice.
It's
really
nice.
good.
Nice.
Very good.
I will be looking into that. I'm not promising to get it, but I will look into it.
Okay. The next big release is coming out on May the 21st, and is another PlayStation 5 and PC exclusive.
May the 21st. Oh my God.
Yeah, which is Deathloop, which is yet another time
Here we go.
game.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. It's from Arcane Studios. Who
what did they do? Oh, don't tell me they did. No. Dishonored? Was it Dishonored?
They did do Dishonored.
Yes.
They
did.
So
Dishonored 2.
They have pedigree.
I guess.
They have some pedigree. So basically, it's a sort of Groundhog Day with guns. So basically, I don't know the whole thing, but you've got to get through like a huge, massive level. And every time you get so far, when you get killed, you sort of go like it's the next day and you start all over.
Like a roguelike, maybe?
I don't think it is. No, I don't think it's roguelike. I think it's just you kind of learn through each playthrough the best way to tackle everything.
Like a roguelike, maybe?
While your main character is part of this time loop, he retains memories from each loop, learning the behaviors and patterns of the partygoers with each loop.
Yeah. So you kind of like a roguelike. So I feel like it's going to be a bit Dark Souls-ish. So I think it's going to be really, really difficult.
It's just one level of Dark Souls over and over.
It's just one level of Dark Souls over and over and over again.
It's got a kind of 70s spy style.
Cool. I mean,
the aesthetic.
Aesthetically, it looks great.
Yeah.
So basically, you're sort of trying to get through the level for some reason, whatever that end goal is, and then there's another assassin trying to stop you.
Oh dear.
I know. So all the time you're trying to get through everything, there's another person in the game. Now I'm assuming this is an AI. I don't know whether it's another actual.
Yeah, it's an AI, definitely.
Yeah, an AI who is trying to prevent you from doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
It looks cool. It does look cool. I don't know how much depth it's gonna have though. That's my only concern.
Well, will it be fun to play? Is the question.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, I know I like the idea of it, but then part of me is like, how cool is it actually gonna be?
Yeah.
I mean, watching it play now, you can see straight away there's a lot of similarities in the way you move and stuff between this and Dishonored.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing necessarily. I mean, Dishonored's a great game.
It is.
Yeah, both of them were.
Those games are fun, and it's, I just don't know, part of the fun of Dishonored is like you finish this level, you're going on to the next level. This game, you finish this level, it's like you do it again.
Maybe they saw that, like, with Dishonored is a game where there are multiple ways into a building, and people were finding that frustrating.
Oh,
so
and I'm sure that's true about this too.
So they were like, I tell you what, why don't we make a game where we reward the fact that people learn and go through the level again and again, and so they can feel really cool.
Yeah, try different ways to do stuff each time you do it.
And it is, I mean, Super Hot sort of played with that aesthetic.
That's right. Yeah.
I think it could be cool. I don't know. Like, the jury's out because I just don't know how, like you said, how much fun is it going to be and how much actual depth is there going to be to it? How quickly will you get bored?
Talking of time,
Talking of time.
I've been watching a lot of that Umbrella Academy.
Oh, I love that.
Do ya?
So good. Yeah, I love the first series. The second series, I'm about halfway through.
We're watching it. I don't know what to make of it, really.
It takes a while to get going.
Well, we're probably ahead of you.
Oh, you in season 2, are you?
Well, almost finished season 2.
Ah, right, okay.
I still don't know what to make of it. I think if you don't take it too seriously, it's good. But if you start thinking like, it makes no sense. Like, why? Some of the things that some of the characters do make no sense. It's dumb. But whatever. They're really bad superheroes, is the gist of.
Oh, terrible.
Terrible superheroes. They're crap at being superheroes.
Yeah, they are.
So much so they keep ending the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not great.
Okay.
But
Whatever.
yeah, I quite like it. And there's only one more. There's only one more that's got a definite, supposedly definite release date, but who knows these days whether any of these dates are real. Which is Back for Blood.
Is that a
Back for
roguelike?
Blood.
No, that's a Left 4 Dead thing, isn't it?
Yeah, on June the 22nd.
I heard that they showed some gameplay of this and it's all microtransaction to fuck.
Get out of town, seriously.
Yeah.
Better not be.
Yeah.
What? Why? What are the microtransaction in Yon?
Like I don't know. Jamie, who did all our artwork and stuff from my work, he's hyped for this game, and then he was very, 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 very disappointed with all the microtransaction and cards. Oh yeah.
Played it, though.
So if you look on the screen in a bit when I put it on, there's a lot of cards that you can buy and upgrades and stuff. But like I don't know, Jamie might be jumping the gun. I'm not saying that.
Well, there's lots of ways to get cards. In Battlefront 2, you get cards by just playing the game and unlocking them with points.
I don't necessarily discourage developers to try and make a bit more money on their game as long as it doesn't affect the core game. If it's just clothes and shit, then whatever.
Well, this is what Wikipedia says. A new feature of Back 4 Blood is cards. At the start of each level, players need to build their deck with cards that adjust various elements of gameplay, such as modifying the player's health, damage, and stamina. Along with player cards, the AI director will also use corruption cards against the player to hinder their progress. The AI can spawn extra enemies, activate a fog effect, and increase the size of the horde.
So that is straight out of Death by Daylight. So Death by Daylight is a
Dead by Daylight.
So yeah, Dead by Daylight, same. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
That is a 4v1 game with cards and upgrades and perks and.
But the devil's in the details. The question is, how do you get these cards?
Yeah, and that game's very successful. So what they've done is they've copied the game that copied them, and gone, well, we did that first. Sure. Fuck them. And but so I don't know. Maybe it's not doom and gloom for Back 4 Blood. But my problem with Back 4 Blood was like the characters just look so boring and generic. And one of the great things about Left 4 Dead was all the characters were great, but these just look like, the bad guys in Batman 3, Batman Forever. Bad henchmen with multicolored backwards caps and knee pads. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not mad about the characters, but whatever. It doesn't matter, I suppose. But that's my gripe with it.
The main thing is it gonna be fun? And the answer is probably yes.
Shooting zombies is still fun. It never gets old.
Shooting zombies together is always fun.
Yeah. World War Z wasn't an amazingly brilliant game, but it was still fun.
It was great.
It was still fun, and this could be another level of that, but better.
Yeah.
So let's hope, fingers crossed, people, that we could have another Left 4 Dead on our hands that's better. And it should be. It's the same bloody people. So if it isn't, there's a major problem, isn't there?
Well, but it's always that balancing act of like giving people something new, but also not, but giving them also what they want in terms of like.
I'll be honest. If I looked at this with one eye closed, I'd go, "Oh, Left 4 Dead."
But the issue is though, it's not published by Valve, and Valve is a company where they go, just release it when you want. Work on it as long as you want.
Yeah.
Whereas
polish it to within an inch of its life.
This is going to be a publisher that's like, when's it done? Because we need money. Yeah. How much are the cards? Because we need more money. You know, it's you can't. It's not the same circumstances, is what I was saying.
Just to clarify on the microtransaction thing, and this is probably all lies. Probably all lies. But basically, there was a Q&A with the developers, and they were going, right now, we're focusing on making the best, most fun, and exciting game we can. We'll figure out post-launch stuff later. But if we do have post-paid launch content, like microtransactions, for instance, we want to do something that the community feels good about.
You know what?
Nobody ever feels good about fucking microtransactions.
You know what they say that because they
Don't
fucked
kid
up.
yourself.
They fucked up the microtransactions on Evolve so badly.
Yeah, sure.
And this is the company that said, hopefully someone will enjoy Evolve at some point.
Yeah. Don't kid yourselves, people. Fucking just give us a decent
You're,
game.
you're
That's
only
all
as
we
good
are.
as your last game, you know.
Let's go play Evolve.
Totally true.
Let's
Totally
go play
true.
Evolve.
Yeah.
Look, I liked it for a bit, so you know what?
That's because you're a tool.
Fine.
I'm just kidding. You're not a tool.
It's fine.
He's totally
Yeah, I mean, other stuff. I'm just having a look now that like stuff that's been announced but hasn't got a date. There's a lot of that stuff. I'm trying to look if there's anything actually that we might want to talk about.
Yeah, 12 minutes.
No,
I don't know what is
yeah.
it.
Okay, yeah. There is something. The new God of War Ragnarok.
Ooh, yeah.
We don't know anything about it though. No one knows anything about it. So.
Look, we know it's
anniversary edition.
Everybody, right? Everywhere I've seen it is like coming 2021. I'm like, it's probably not. I
would
think
say
Sony
20
would love it to be coming out this year.
Yeah.
I like how Cyberpunk 2077 is listed on this chart.
Yeah.
Yeah, might
It's
come.
finally gonna be coming out.
It's not coming
Might be
out.
coming.
Dynasty Warriors 9.
Jesus Christ. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
Earth Defense
Yeah.
Force 6. The hell? What is going on? People just put in random games from the past.
Here's
Far Cry
here's
6.
an interesting one. Here's an interesting
Far Cry
one.
6. That should be interesting.
Yeah.
Subnautica coming to the
What?
Switch.
Stop it.
That thing barely runs on a PC. What the hell's it
Yeah,
going to
well,
look like on
you
a
said
Switch?
Skyrim wouldn't work on the Switch. You said Skyrim wouldn't work on
No,
the
that
Switch.
is-
You were wrong, so
it'll
yeah.
They
work
got
on
they
it,
got
but it
Witcher
probably won't
3.
last.
They got Witcher 3 on the Switch.
Far Cry 6.
Far Cry 6 coming soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. There is
It's
another
got,
one we need to.
Giancarlo
Sorry, go.
Esposito is the man.
That's the one.
I like him.
Far Cry,
Let me guess.
isn't it?
He's
Far
going
Cry.
to
It'll
be
be more Far Cry.
he's
let's be
going to be
honest.
evil,
Far Cry.
and his son is Voss. That's what I'm predicting.
Yes. Maybe.
Yeah, there's a couple more I want to mention.
Go ahead.
Uh,
Not like all
Resident-
these other ones that we all want to mention.
Resident Evil Village.
Yeah.
That may come out.
That's technically that's Resident Evil 8, isn't it? Pretty much.
Yeah. It looks flipping amazing.
I haven't seen any footage on it actually, so
I mean, it looks brilliant.
I'm a new man now, Stu. I don't,
I know you're not interested. I just want to play
I
games.
just not that I won't play it. Not that I won't play it. I haven't
You
played.
like the Resident Evil games.
I haven't played 7.
I can't believe that. It's such a good game as well.
Yeah.
I don't know how you've never played that. It's so good.
Here's the secret, Stu.
It's fucking crazy.
Do you want to hear the secret?
It's crazy.
Do you want to hear the secret?
Yes.
Go
I
on,
wanna
what's the
hear
secret?
I'm a massive pussy.
Is that really the reason? Because you're scared?
Well, I have to mentally prepare myself for it.
It is
And-
quite a scary game, Steven, to be fair. I'll give it its
you
due.
know, like I don't know. These games
Scary
are.
movie as well.
I'm getting on, you know, and
I'm
these
getting on.
these games. I've got one of those heart rate monitors again. But I bought
Right,
a
okay.
new one. I bought a new one, which goes round your chest, right?
Oh, okay. Like a really accurate one.
When it connects to my phone, and then I can get my heart rate on the screen, so I could play. I don't know why we're watching a woman play Resident Evil. Like they just keep cutting to a random woman. Like, well, I don't care
Talking
about.
about it. Like,
She's
I like
like,
playing this
who are
game.
you?
She's
Go away!
"Hey,
I just
this
want to see
game
the
is cool."
game. Fuck off!
I tuned in to watch the gameplay, not
Yeah,
watch
not
some-
you. Play it.
No, lad, that is like the fake.
By the way, for the record, we don't have anything against it being a woman. We just don't anybody. can
Just a
play it. It
human
doesn't
then.
make sense.
Why am I watching this human
I
being?
just want to make sure people weren't like, why are they mad that a woman's playing it?
I'm not mad at
I
why
am.
woman, but why is she squinting at the screen like she's really looking around the corner and
Because that's what happens when you play these games, man.
it's just what is that? She's
Uh,
the worst actress ever.
yeah, definitely an actress.
But it looks
Another-
it looks cool.
Looks creepy. Yeah, I've got one of those heart rate monitors, so I could play Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 3 with the heart rate monitor on live on the stream, which would be good laughs.
Yeah, you know what else is coming out next year or this year, I guess? The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition.
Oh, brilliant!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
By the way, talking of things that look cinematic.
Sorry, there's a Ratchet and Clank game coming out. This looks cool.
I know, yeah, there is that. That is also coming. But kind of just go back to Resident Evil. This game, if you went like, this is what a next gen game is going to look like. This is what you'd show people. Because it looks phenomenal.
Okay.
It looks phenomenal. Not that it's actually going to look like that when it's finished.
No,
you know,
the thing is about these trailers, Stu, is they pull the wool
I
out.
know. But
they give you fuck all to go on.
That being said, you know, there's the power, and The Last of Us 2 looked amazing, so we know it can be done. Yeah, the other one more game actually that I want to mention because it's roller skating. But there's a Ubisoft game coming out called Roller Champions.
What?
And it's basically roller derby.
Yes.
Okay.
And
assume it's roller derby.
Well, derby, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks like they went, right, Rocket League, but with roller skates.
Yes.
It actually looks all right. It does.
Yes.
I'm telling you now.
This is what I want in my life.
This is a winner chicken dinner,
yes.
man, right here.
We're going to play this.
I hope you like it.
So yeah, Roller Champions. That's
this is great.
It does look good, doesn't it? Doesn't it look good?
No.
It looks brilliant.
It looks terrible. It looks like they went, we need to copy Rocket League in every way.
They did.
What's the
Like,
game?
How can we
They're just
do Rocket League, but with people and wheels.
But what are they doing?
No,
How do you score?
You've got to throw it through the hoop. There's like a hoop.
Oh.
There's like a hoop.
This is gross.
But
This looks so weak.
it looks brilliant. What is the matter with you two? I don't think you see.
You know why? You know why this is not? You know why this is bad? It's because you can hold the ball. So in Rocket League, the genius thing about Rocket League is because it's so physics based. It feels more obtainable. Whereas because you can hold the ball,
I guess
it's like it's too sticky. It's too.
There are versions of Rocket League where you hold the ball.
I know.
Stupid,
But like
not as good as those. It's
no.
about as good as those. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So there you go. That's about it. Unless there's anything else you two want
There's
to mention.
a Rainbow Six Siege Quarantine coming out. That's the name of the game. Rainbow Six Quarantine.
Cool.
It's supposed to be Siege Part 2, I guess. It makes me sad because Rainbow Six Vegas and Vegas 2, those are among my favorite first-person shooters ever. I wish they would make more games like that.
Yeah.
Those games were great.
But those games don't make them.
Multiplayer was right, but those games, the multiplayer was so wonderful because
so good.
it was slow. Whereas Call of Duty was like bah, 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 and Battlefield was huge.
Siege is a pretty slow
Rainbow Six,
multiplayer, by the way.
It is a slow, but it's also small. Like Rainbow Six Vegas wasn't small. Those maps weren't small. Siege
I think
is
people
like
that about Siege. Like, so it's
I
small.
know, but I don't. I'm not people. I'm better than people.
Okay, sorry, I forgot about that.
It's okay. Yeah. So anyway, whatever.
I'll
If you
write that
like
down.
Siege, you'll probably
Duke
like,
better than people. Got it. Write it down.
Yeah. Right. Make a note. Put it on your arm.
Yeah, I've tattooed it on my face.
Yeah. What about Sons of the Forest? This is a sequel to The Forest.
Are you just saying random words now?
Yeah.
Saying random words. Just out of interest, just a few VR titles. We should mention some of the.
For fuck's sake.
Shut up, you.
I can get more school.
What does it matter? We all know that Roller Champions is going to be the game of the year of
Exactly.
2021.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's not VR yet.
There's a couple of big titles to look out for coming out this year.
Imagine if it were and you had to strap on actual roller skates.
Oh,
with the
yeah,
VR.
now we're
Dude.
talking.
Now we got Stu's attention.
Exactly. Lone Echo 2 is slated for release this year. It was meant to come out in 2020, so it should definitely come out this year.
So is this the Echo? Is this the Echo coming back?
Is this the what? What?
The Echo coming back? Get it? Because it's an Echo, so it'll come back. No? Shall I leave?
No.
Shall I go home?
Yeah, I think you should just go now.
Okay, bye.
Go.
Echo. Yeah, Lone Echo I've played quite a bit of, and that is a good game, considering it came out 3 years ago.
That's really, really, really good.
It's really quite interesting.
I like it.
But this is Lone Echo 2. It's a follow-up. It's a continuation of the original game, so I don't know whether it starts.
Slow
exactly
down,
where the
Stu.
first one
The
finishes.
second one is a continuation of the first game.
Yeah.
I need to
No,
process
but
that.
sometimes, like the two, for instance, some game series, it's a different setting or something. Stuff changes a lot. I don't think this does.
I don't think I'm able to comprehend what you're saying right now.
I don't care. This game looks good. It isn't a standalone, so you can't just play it on your Quest. It's a PC only game. So you will need a link or virtual desktop to
And
play
I'm
this
sorry,
game.
but I'm out.
But out. Okay, next one up. This one you can play, Chinny.
Oh, good. Yes. Is it
which
poker?
Which is Wraith the Oblivion Afterlife.
Yeah, Wraith. Now who's just saying words?
I know. So you're playing as a Wraith. So this is a little bit like Phasmophobia, but you're the actual ghost.
You're the ghost.
You're the ghost.
Oh, no.
Very horrifying because you're the ghost, because you're being like hunted by specters.
Boo, you bitch.
Yeah, so specters.
Phasmophobia in reverse.
It is, but you're being stalked by other ghosts.
Oh.
Yeah.
It kind of looks cool.
What
so
kind
it's all
of
about-
pussy-ass ghost is being stalked by other ghosts?
Yeah, you're a ghost being stalked.
That's
by
whack.
the-
I want to be a ghost scaring the shit out of humans.
What is that bloke doing? What is
This trailer is like you see the guy wearing the VR in the game. It's a dumb
Don't
trailer.
you want to look like this?
Who in the marketing team thought that was a good idea?
Right, you know what's going to be great, right? If we put the bloke in a green screen room, we see him playing, right? It's going to be fucking great. And he's running towards the door and he's fucking shitting himself. It's fucking great.
But anyway, it kind of looks interesting. I don't think that
No, Stu, I don't think you fucking heard me.
I don't think that trailer does it any favors.
This trailer is wank.
It's totally.
You're just seeing him hiding in a cupboard, but you're seeing him hiding in a cupboard. It's so dumb. I hate this.
It looks.
This has ruined the game for me.
It does.
I hope the game dies.
Next one up is called Lo-Fi.
Oh yeah, I like. Is it based on the YouTube lo-fi sensation?
Totally is. I have no idea what it is, but I'm going to say yes.
Because
it's just down tempo, chill electronic music.
It's actually
We
out.
didn't need a new name for it, really.
No, we didn't. It's out now to play, but basically, it's a Kickstarter that came out in 2019, and it's a cyberpunk game, but a good one apparently.
Ha!
See, it's an epic sci-fi adventure where you're playing a cop patrolling the dark, crime-ridden streets in City Block 303. You're able to choose between keeping law and order or being bribed and exploiting the seedy underbelly of the city. It looks pretty cool. This has much more of a Blade Runner vibe than Cyberpunk. It looks interesting. You can buy it now.
Ooh, it's for sale now.
Yeah, which is it's a bit like Bright Memory.
Yeah,
So
because
you
I
can-
know what that is.
Yeah, I see. Okay, fair enough. That's the game I talked about last
Yeah,
week.
Duke
I
likes that
don't
game.
remember anything.
Yeah, I like it.
So you
come on.
can buy this for $35, and it's playable to an extent. So you can play the alpha build. And
So it is like Cyberpunk.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
And
It's
you can-
playable to an
I'll
extent.
pay full price for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you play $35, and when the full game comes out, you'll get the Steam key for it.
Wow.
It looks pretty cool, must admit. I have been tempted.
I'm going to make a prediction, and this is going to come out before Cyberpunk is
It's
sorted.
Probably
Yeah.
will. Probably will. Next one up's the Climb 2, Chinny. Now, this does look quite
Oh, for
interesting.
fuck's sake. I haven't played anything on my VR apart from poker.
I know, apart from poker. So, yeah, this is the Climb 2. Rather than climbing mountains and stuff, you're climbing buildings.
Well, yeah.
It's all about scaling buildings and shit.
Everybody, you know what you should do? Like window cleaner VR, where you go up a window and you just have to clean windows.
But yeah, this will be standalone, obviously, on the Quest, and it's Quest only. This is literally just on the Quest.
So this is Crytek, the people that made Rise.
Yeah. Well, they made the original Climb as well, which is also a pretty good game.
I didn't realise it was the Rise people.
Yeah.
And Crisis and all that sort of stuff. Remember that? Yeah.
That's why it looks so cool.
Can it run Crisis?
Can it run Crysis? Nothing can run Crysis.
I reckon the Quest 2 will probably have a good go at it.
It will probably have a half a go at it.
Yeah.
Although Sniper Elite VR is coming out. So it's Sniper Elite, but yeah, shooting that shit in VR. And
That can
seeing
work.
that ball shots.
Because snipers don't move, do they?
No.
So what would be good?
I mean, I've not sniped anybody for a long time.
No, yeah, you have been out of the game for a while. I was concerned, but the you know, if it was a sniper simulator, what it should be is that you sit there for 4 hours doing nothing, and then eventually somebody comes out.
Well, for those who are wondering, like, the reason I've been out of the game is because I was deep undercover, and then I had memory loss, so I can't remember, like, where I've been, or every once in a while my memory just resets.
Yeah. Like a roguelike. Yeah.
Well, I don't know roguelikes, but
No,
like Finding Nemo. Yeah, I know Finding Nemo.
Yeah, exactly.
Just keep swimming. Yeah.
Do you know
oh my God, there's a bomb in my chest.
Do you know the common trait of video games where people have
What's that?
amnesia and they can't remember anything?
Yes.
You know that's a myth. That doesn't happen.
Adrian Pimento.
I don't know who that is.
But yeah, you do. You've seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Come on.
Is it? Is it not?
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he have?
The dude who almost marries Rosa.
Oh yeah. Oh, I like him. He's good. Yeah.
That's great. There's a bomb in my chest.
But that doesn't happen. That phenomenon of people people can lose their memory about trauma and things like the brain doesn't remember trauma because it doesn't want to relive it. But to not remember anything at all is ridiculous because, like, well, how do you do anything?
Well, and I love John Mulaney has a bit about when people wake up after suffering a horrible amnesia and they look up and they go, "Who are you?" And it's like, that's not what you would do if you didn't notice, you didn't remember the names of the people in the room, because you've met people whose names you don't remember, and you don't go, "Who are you?" You go, "Hey, it's you.
Hello.
How you doing?
Well, how's it going? You are okay?
You might go, "Do I know you?"
Yeah. Where am I? Yeah.
But if they're saying your name and saying, "Oh, we're so glad you're awake," like, you wouldn't say, "Do I know you?"
Yeah.
You're like, "Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
How are you?"
Okay, final one, quick one. There's a rhythm action game coming out called Unplugged.
Oh yeah. Is Nirvana there?
Which is Guitar Hero in VR.
Holy shit! Took them a while.
I know. I'm looking at obviously no controller needed, so this is taking full advantage of the finger tracking stuff that's going on.
So you can't play this on Quest then?
Yeah. This is totally for the Quest because obviously that's the only headset with full finger tracking. So this is no.
Is Duke playing it now? Because all he's doing is moving.
I know.
His
That's
fingers.
all I've been hearing for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Wow.
It's not funny.
It is. It's hilarious. Right. So he's playing guitar. Air guitar teaser.
Yeah. It's kind of a guitar VR. There you go. That works. That should be the slogan.
Why? How does the chords work? So it's basically like. Oh right, I see. It is like Guitar Hero. You're seeing the little buttons come up. That's
so the buttons are on your fingers.
Ooh, I wonder if Antonio is going to get into this because he was
He got rid of his VR headset. He hasn't got it anymore.
Guitar.
I don't think.
No, but I'm saying, like, once upon a time, he was like a guitar superstar. I don't know how you call it.
I mean,
so what's happening here on the screen?
Rocker?
What's happening on the screen is you're holding a guitar in VR, and like these, it looks like mini versions of what you'd see in Guitar Hero coming up towards the neck of the guitar, which could work as a guitar. But I'm seeing on this trailer, you're seeing the person play it, and he looks like he's having some sort of stroke.
Anesthesia.
Yeah.
You're only using. Yeah, you're using such a small part of the screen for this. The beauty of Beat Saber is that it's the whole screen. And it just feels... I mean, I know it's different when it's VR, but still, it just feels like it's such a small little narrow strip.
I feel like this isn't going to work very well.
No, because it's using hand tracking stuff.
Look how slow it's going, because you obviously wouldn't be able to do it any faster.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. And, like... You'd need something in your hand. I just feel like it would be so awkward to do it without.
The other thing as well.
It looks awkward.
I don't know if this is me, but like he's using the wrong hand in the trailer.
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe he's left-handed.
No, he's playing the guitar as a right-handed person, but the guitar in the gameplay is being played left-handed.
Wow, they just flipped
Yeah,
one of
it-
those videos. That didn't.
Yeah, they probably are.
No.
Or he probably isn't playing it at all.
Yeah. I think that was complete bollocks, that trailer.
I don't know.
You tell him.
I am not convinced with this. It looks interesting, but I just don't. I mean, they are busily trying to work out ways you can use the hand tracking without the controllers. You know, a game that actually utilizes.
Well, if they can do the hand tracking in poker, then I'm good to go.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be a game that would definitely benefit from that.
Because then I
Not
could
having to
swear
have
at
the controller.
everybody. I could go, fuck off.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have to worry about the fucking batteries running out on your controllers.
Well, the
That would
battery lasts fucking ages on the controller.
Yeah,
so.
well, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, this I don't know. This looks a bit shit.
It just looks like it looks like what somebody looks like when they're playing the guitar.
He
If
looks
they're,
pissed.
it looks.
The dude looks drunk.
If they're drunk, yeah. If they're drunk.
It looks, yeah.
Blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah blah. I'm Elvis Presley. That's what it looks like.
I just don't. I don't feel like this is gonna be fun.
No.
I just feel like it's gonna be frustrating.
Yeah, like snooker.
Yeah, like snooker.
Not fun, frustrating.
So that's it. I think that's all the sort of the look ahead. People, are you excited?
That's
for
it,
this year?
people.
Are you excited
we're
for
very
this year in
excited.
game?
Oh, very.
Oh man, I can't wait to carry on playing Red
Brain's
Dead.
gonna explode.
Yeah.
Do you know what's? Do you know what the most depressing thing for me is in
What's
all
that?
of this? Where the fuck is Bayonetta 3, people? I bought a Switch to play Bayonetta 3, and there's not been a fucking sniff of that game.
Yeah, but you.
Angry.
Oh, that ruled.
Nintendo don't
Care about you.
No, well that's true, but the Nintendo don't lead into their releases. They just release shit.
By Nintendo.
Yeah, but like there'll be a month where they'll be like, here's a bunch of Nintendo games. Oh, by the way, here's Bayonetta 3. It's out in 2 months. Go for it. So that's the Nintendo don't have to pre-announce everything. They don't give a shit about that. So I won't worry about it. It'll come out soon. Don't worry. You can play your shit fucking teenage fetish game soon.
I am angry. Just saying.
If you want to catch
be
it,
angry.
trust me, Stu, if you just want to catch a glimpse of a lady's bottom, there are places you can go on the internet for that.
I play it.
Really?
For
Like where?
Actually, I play it for the very good gameplay.
Duke, and if you don't know where, then I'm also worried about you.
Anyway, emails. Let's do these emails. Here we
Emails, yeah, go ahead.
First
do some
email
emails.
this
Why not?
evening
Let's hear it. Emails.
is from Lewis.
Oh yeah.
And he says this: "Yo, dudes, what's up?
What's
Yo,
up?
dude, what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah, okay,
Yo,
it's funny once or twice.
Yeah, it is.
No,
Yo, it was.
it's
It's
not.
funny once or
even
twice,
good.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
What's up?
Yo, veterans, it's me, Lewis.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up, Lou?
It's actually me.
We know it's you, Lewis, because we see the email name. You don't need to say
exactly.
it, Lewis.
Well, I didn't know that.
Fucking hell, Lewis. Actually, no, I didn't. I didn't know that.
All right, I post my weekly agendas for class. Yay! I'm done with the schoolwork that I have to do tonight. Go on.
As you can see, in my time away from school, I have reverted back to the language of the 2009 primary school student.
Yeah, you have.
You've not. You reverted back to the 2000 primary school
Commercial.
student,
Yeah.
because that came out a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've emailed in, and I actually missed the opportunity to send my favorite games of last year on last week's show.
Too late.
Because I strategically forgot after 100% completing GTA 5, which was quite distracting. Never mind. I'll just do it here instead, because I can. Here are his top 5 games. Are you ready?
All right, let's hear it. Yeah, we're ready.
Number 5, Cyberpunk.
Fucking hell, Lewis.
Shit.
I'm only not mad because I know your first one's going to be Farming Simulator 2017. So
This is a decent game, in my opinion. It's just that I had exceptionally poor performance on my large Xbox One, and ended up refunding it because I knew that the game would drop in price in a few months, and I could use the 50 quid on Xmas presents instead. 6 out of 10. So we didn't even finish it.
good.
Well, you know
Number
what? You got
4.
a good taste of it. Number 4.
Number 4, SnowRunner.
Oh yeah. No, it's meant to be. It's meant to be cool. So it's basically a game where you drive a snow truck. But the thing is about it, it's meant to be this like really relaxing game where the terrain, just to make a simple A to B journey, is so tough to do because it's realistic terrain.
Well, then that's not relaxing. That's not relaxing, is it?
Yeah.
No one said it was relaxing.
I said it was
Chinny
relaxing.
just said it's relaxing.
I literally
Well,
just
it's
said.
like driving stuff over rough terrain. It is.
Which I don't. Whatever. Anyway, go on. Number 3.
He says it's a great game, gets a bit repetitive sometimes, but overall
Yeah,
awesome. 7 out of 10.
I mean, that's the thing, is that like Euro Truck Simulator is cute for 3 runs, and then it's, oh god.
You say that though, but people bloody love that
I
shit.
know people like it, but they're wrong.
That's true also.
Yes.
Okay, number 3.
Number 3. Yes.
Call of Duty Cold War.
Okay.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I haven't played it, but I like Call of Duty, so
Multiplayer is okay, but way worse than Modern Warfare 2019.
Wow,
But
I'm
it is
trying
fun.
to upgrade from that. Yeah.
But it is fun with friends, and the campaign is really good. So it is still worth playing at 7.5 out of 10. So Ginny, you might be in for a treat.
A lot of my students are playing it, but then they play the latest game no matter what it is.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
it's so
number
funny
2.
because they're always like, anytime a new Call of Duty game comes out, or a new Assassin's Creed or whatever it is, all the students are always like, "Have you played the new Call of Duty? Play the new Call of Duty?" I'm like, "I'm still having fun with Modern Warfare," and they're like, "Oh, this is so much better." I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, "Cause it's like new maps." I'm like, "Give me a break."
Yeah.
You just like it because it's new and shiny.
The outcome is children are awful and they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Mecha Monkey MK2 says, "Hello chaps, a visitor from Midlife Gamer here. Finally managed to catch you streaming
hello.
live. Keep up the awesome work. I just joined the Discord. Get the fuck out the Discord." I'm only joking.
Yeah, really. Who invited you into this?
Nothing happens in there anyway.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know. It's pretty active. It's just like
no, it is active. It is active. But no, I'm trying to keep socially distant so I don't go in there.
Why?
I'm socially distanced and I like it.
Yep.
I like Half-Life Alex.
Oh, that's such a good game.
All right, we get it. Shut up.
Oh,
I'm
you
just
know, I
reading
love that
things
game.
off of the Discord.
Absolutely
Go on, move on.
love
That was it number
game.
2. Are we up to 2?
Number 2 is Formula 1 2020.
Okay. Speaking of games that are repetitive.
This is the best F1 game in my opinion. It's a game that got me through lockdown with my friends, and we organised a full season,
Jesus
Christ, which we did over the weeks. It was awesome.
I just love the idea of talking about it. Like, I drove faster than you in that match. Yeah, well, I drove faster than you in the match before that. So
Oh, bro, you totally did. You got me.
I mean, you call it a race.
He came in
Not a
third.
match. It's not a match.
No, he loves it, and that's more power to him. Look, I'm a Rocket Leagueist. Chinny is a Red Dead Redemptionist. Stu, you're a VRist, and this guy is a racist. So that's, whatever you're
Jesus
into.
Christ. Wow, that escalated quickly.
That was actually pretty good. That was pretty
Thank
good.
you.
I, liked it.
I had to build to it, but
it was pretty good. It was a good joke.
I can see why Mecha Monkey might fuck off if we call everybody like just names.
Thanks for coming.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Yeah, it was awesome. Definitely recommend, especially since Codemasters are being bought by EA, which means that it's definitely going downhill in the future. So it could be the last good F1 game.
But it'll also be real cheap at some point. So.
It will be 9 out of 10. And then his final. Here is his number 1. Are you ready?
Okay, you want a drum roll here for this number 1?
Yeah, we've got a drum roll.
Okay.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 Remastered.
Wow. Didn't Antonio say this was in his top 5?
He did. He did. Yeah. And Chinny, you like this, didn't you?
It was all right.
Does it count as a new game?
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it.
I called Prince of Persia Sands of Time my game of 2021.
Of course.
Yeah, coming
do
out
you like.
2021.
You can call the original Prince of Persia game.
I call Skyrim.
Yeah.
Skyrim my game of the year.
You
Yeah.
could probably call, I don't know, Rocket League your game of the year.
Rocket League. I like Rocket League. That's a fun game.
We know you do.
It
This
is a
is the
good
best skateboarding game of all time. No question, this is the best. It is genuinely one of the best games I've ever played. It's so good in every way. Just play it. You will not be disappointed. 10 out of 10. There you go. Right, well, after that long email, I'll leave you alone now. Hope you're all right. And I look forward to hearing the podcast throughout this year and stuff. Thanks for another awesome year of podcast. And, bye for now.
Bye,
You're
Lewis.
welcome. Thank you. Where's Tony Hawk? It's not on Steam.
Tony Hawk's 1 and 2 remake. I don't know. Maybe it's not on there.
Maybe it isn't on there.
Epic Game Store. I see what he did. Little cheeky bastard.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay then.
Okay,
Right,
then.
the next email's off Jacinta.
Oh, snap.
Her name is Jacinta.
The Last of Us Part 2. This is
Again with this. When are you going to finish this?
I know. Well, whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, she finished? Oh.
Joke. Just wait, Duke. Just wait.
This is what she's saying to me right now.
Shut the up, kid.
Go ahead.
Just
hold your
steady
tits.
on there.
Hold your
Fucking right,
tits.
steady
Wait.
on. I'm holding my tits. Go ahead.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
It's been a while since I emailed. Needed to process things. Wish I could be more like Chinny. I will talk about the game here, but it should be fairly spoiler.
Why does she want to be more like me?
Because you're always
Yeah,
laid
really, I
back,
don't
aren't
think
you?
anybody needs
Chilled.
to be like you.
Chilled, Chinny. That's what you are.
Ooh, Crying
recently,
Sons is free on.
recently I did something very stupid.
Oh, you are like me.
It was those boring days between Christmas Day and New Year's Eve.
I love those days.
Okay.
And I binged the second half of The Last of Us 2.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It had taken me months to get to the part where you change perspectives, and then, well, I finished the rest of the game within about 24 hours.
Wow.
I stayed up until 1 a.m. playing in the evening, then I woke up at 6 a.m. and I played all day and finished around 3 p.m. This is so unusual for me. I usually sleep in quite late.
You know, lockdown ting, innit?
But I had to get up and play because I couldn't stop thinking about it to actually sleep properly. I was legit a little traumatized.
Wow.
That being said,
It's a traumatic experience.
The Last of Us Part 2 is the best game I have ever played.
Correct.
It's a heck of a game, no doubt.
I
would imagine. I don't know if it's a good game to play.
Wow. It is also the least fun I have ever had playing a game.
Correct.
Yes. I also would imagine that's the case.
Finishing it was a fucking chore, both emotionally and in terms of frustration at the combat difficulty and length. But it is my game of the year, even though I sort of almost hate it.
Yeah.
Also, Santa Barbara was way too long. I just wanted the trauma to end.
Yeah, they didn't need. Again, I'd say Santa Barbara is the just cause of Red Dead of The Last of Us 2. You know what I mean? It didn't need to be there. It was making the game drag on for no good reason.
I basically knew the ending from reading reviews, but that did not mean I didn't and wasn't viscerally shocked. It honestly took me a day or so to stop thinking about it afterwards.
Wow.
It got to the point where my partner was wondering why I had even played it at all.
Oh. Well, yeah.
Because it upset and annoyed me so much. Good job fucking with my emotions, Neil Druckmann. I guess that was
Hey,
the
don't talk about
point.
Neil Druckmann. That's my boy.
Yeah, he's your boy.
Best friend.
Anyways, I think I realised why I forced myself through at such a rapid pace. Everyone online was talking about it winning the Game Awards, and I had serious case of FOMO. So I binged it.
I'm a potato.
And I guess it makes sense why it affected me so much, as I realised I was raised in a homophobic Baptist community, and I'm bisexual. Plus, currently heavily pregnant, so a lot of SJW story beats and shock moments hit pretty hard.
I'll bet.
After that experience, and in the spirit of New Year's Eve, I decided to give gaming a break for a while, so I actually packed up my PlayStation and put it in the cupboard. Who does that?
Who does that? Yeah.
Who does
Somebody who
that? Who
needs to take
packs
a
it
break.
away?
Yeah.
Teachers.
You don't need to pack it away. Good
You know
God.
what? I'd be interested. I should do a podcast, just an episode of something, a special show where it's me and John Mouse and Jacinta, because they're the teachers that I know who play games. Anybody else out there is a teacher who play games, holler at your boy. We should talk about like the unique position of gamers, because I think who teach, because I think that there's something special about the strain that the teaching takes on you mentally and psychologically, combined with video gaming. And it sounds like what she did here is something that I sometimes do, which is I just need to step away from a certain kind of game for a while.
Anyway, she only
Maybe you
lasted
should
5
do an
days.
episode together.
Oh, yeah, maybe you
Yeah,
should.
exactly.
She only lasted 5 days. When the plan was to do 30, mind you, I'm on my holidays, and there's still some COVID here, so there's not a lot else to do.
She sounds like Tara with her ban of alcohol. She says, I'm gonna just knock it on the head for 30 days. She drank yesterday. It's fine.
Yeah, screw it.
Yeah.
So I've had this rude and confronting realization that I'm way more addicted to games than I thought.
Yeah.
Not sure how I feel about that.
It's better than being addicted to crack.
Yeah, it is, totally.
Well, yeah, but that's a pretty low bar, isn't it?
Questions. Have you ever made a very deliberate decision to lessen your game playing, and how did it go?
Yes. I stepped away from Rocket League for a while, just like a week, I think, just because I realized that it was the type of thing where, and lately I get to a point where I win 1 or 2 games. Usually it's like, I'll play Rocket League for an hour, but now it's like, I want to win 1 or 2 games, and then I'll step away from it because I get so tense, and then the tension makes me play less effectively. And there's so many sour children in Rocket League that
it does not sound like fun, that Duke.
Yeah, exactly. You reach a point where it's not fun, and then it's like, why are you playing the game? And it's people are grinding for rank, and it was so funny because I actually got my students this week. I said, we were talking, I don't remember what we were talking about, but I said, I started them off with the question to set them up. I said, why do you play video games? And they were like, because it's fun. It's like, good to win. It's so much fun. It's a good stress reliever. And I'm like, okay, don't lie to me about stress reliever. No, it's not. No video. The only video game that's actually a stress reliever is Minecraft with the monsters off and Night Sky. Like, those are the only video games that are stress-free. But then I said, you play because they're fun. And now, has anybody ever gotten mad when you lose a game, a video game? And this kid goes, oh, my brother, oh my God, he curses, he throws stuff, he smashes things. I'm like, is he having fun? He's like, no. I'm like, see, that's the trap, man. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong.
So, I've never really either considered or thought about it, and I think the reason for that is I don't feel like I'm addicted to video games.
You could stop if you wanted to.
I could always stop. No, I don't view video games as like I've just got to like keep playing them. I view them as a form of entertainment, like a movie or a book, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, do you? Well, let me ask this in an open way. Do you go? When was the last time you went a week without playing any video games?
Oh no, there isn't. But it's not because I'm addicted. It's just like
you don't feel like it's impacting your life in any way.
No, it's like watching a TV
but that's different.
show
That's
or a
different.
movie or reading
Yeah,
a
that's
book.
different.
I don't.
No, of course. But people can be addicted to books. There are people who just sit and read all day.
Yeah,
every
but
day,
I
and
don't
they
think I'm addicted to anything really.
Well, you have to make up your own mind about that. Nobody can tell you you're an
No,
alcoholic.
I don't.
But what I'm
ever
saying is,
feel.
But what I'm saying is, it doesn't have to be affecting your life in a negative way for you to be addicted to it.
Yeah,
so
no,
all I'm saying is, go ahead.
I don't have any sort of compulsion to play video games. It's more of a. Sometimes I play them because I think like, oh, I need to talk about something on the podcast.
Right.
But if I wasn't doing the podcast, I could easily just not play games for a week and do other stuff.
That's fine. That's fine. And that's all I say to people is like, if that's the case, cool, more power to you.
Yeah.
I just think it's necessary for people to be honest with themselves, because for a while I was like, I'm not addicted, and then I realized, you know what? Look, it affects people around me. I have trouble not doing it when I want to not do it, and I spend a lot of money on this stuff, and it consumes a lot of my time. Now, again, like, I'm a functioning addict. I don't think it really impacts my life in a very negative way, and in fact, it gives me things to talk to my students about, and it helps me connect with you two, and the rest of our community. But nevertheless, an addiction is an addiction, and so I got to be honest about how it affects me.
Yeah,
so
I see. I'm
honest.
I'm very lucky because obviously I get days off during the week. Pre-COVID, Kay was at work, so it didn't matter at all. I could do whatever I wanted, and it didn't affect anyone. And even now, she's just at work. The only difference is I have to put headphones on now, so I don't get told off for making shoots.
Ugh, women, am I right?
I know.
Bitches, am I right?
I know. But that's the only difference now, really. And I've still got to do chores and stuff because if I don't do them, I get told off.
Well, you should do them because you're part of a household and you have a responsibility.
No, I
to
could
pick up
play
your
video.
slack.
I could be playing a video game though, couldn't I?
You don't want to live in
what about you?
squalor.
Yeah, who cares about that shit? What about you, Chinny?
I've definitely just slowed down. I probably was addicted to video games in my 20s, my late 20s. I feel like, I always need to be playing games. I got so many to play, and I feel like in my 30s that's slowed down a lot because sometimes I'm not really enjoying myself when I play the games, or you know, you've got to share quality time with family and you know, your partner and all that sort of stuff, and because, you know, like Tara knows when I want to play a video game, but then more and more it's like, well, I maybe she thinks that I want to play video games all the time, but like more and more these days, like I actually don't. Like I just want to chill and do stuff, and when she starts to think, oh, you just want to play video games, you don't want to be with me, I was like, no, I do want to be with you. That was the issue. So I was like, no, I don't really want to play games all the time. I just like playing them, but it's not that it's not that important. And it's also the same thing with this podcast where, you know, you feel like, oh, I've got to keep playing new stuff. Like, no, you don't really. Like, the listeners, they tune in to hear what we think of games that we're playing, not necessarily. It's nice if it's nice if it's brand new, but it doesn't have to be brand new. You know, there's 1,000,000,001 podcasts out there. So if they want to listen to brand new stuff, then go listen to the people that get paid to do it. So, you know, so
in other words, we hate you and shut up with your feedback, listeners.
So I just don't put that much pressure on myself to play them as much these days, and that works out a lot better for me.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think on a final note before we move on is, I think it becomes a problem if you'd rather play video games and do anything else.
Yeah, and I think everybody's probably got
health. There's.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think everybody had a little bit of that at some point in their life where they go, oh, I just don't want to do anything, and you're too addicted.
And look,
to stuff.
Hey, they say everything in moderation, including moderation. Like if you have, you know, I get off in the summers. If you have a summer off and you have a steady income from something or whatever, you know, you got your bills paid and you're not affecting anybody's life in a negative way, go on, have a week where you do nothing but play games.
Yeah.
But, you know, take care of yourself and you know, at the end of that extended slug session, you know, get up and have a jog or whatever.
I'm the same with, like, say if Tara, it doesn't happen these days, obviously, but say she's out for a day or two, or she's going for a spa weekend with her mom or something. Yeah. Like, that's it. It's game over. I'm going to live like a dirtbag and just live in my own filth and not feel bad about it. And I'm just a mess. You know what I mean? I'm just a mess.
See, it's funny. It's actually funny because if the Duchess is gone for a little bit, like I'm kind of the opposite. I'm like, I don't know. It's really weird because my mind thinks in terms of like, okay, 9 o'clock, we're going to be watching TV, and then, you know, whatever, tonight, 7 o'clock is when dinner happens, whatever. And so there's like I kind of want to put things off in that area. And then if the Duchess is not here, then I'm just like, I want to get some stuff done, and then I can relax and have fun. It's weird the way my mind flips.
I do the chores first. So I do, you know, let's say again, this hasn't happened for ages, but say if like Tara was gone for a couple of days or a day or so, I go, right, let's, you know, depending on how long it is, like, right, let's clean the kitchen, let's do the laundry, or do something so I feel less disgusting when she comes back, and go, well, I did the, you know, it's not like a competition, but I did something. And then I don't feel. Then I just look at myself and go, "Look at me, look at me."
I think we all do that, though.
Yeah, it's great.
Anyway, I've got another quick question, which I think
right
answered, to be fair, already.
Okay.
Goats.
Have you ever been genuinely worried about how reliant you are on gaming? You see, I don't feel like I'm reliant on it, so that's not a thing for me at all, I don't suppose.
I think because I've wrestled with it, at this point, I'm pretty cool with it. I mean, here's the thing. In the past, the Duchess has been like, you know, like, you spend a lot of time, or, you know, like if I play Rocket League and I'm mad, you know, I spend an hour being mad at Rocket League, and then I come upstairs for dinner or something like that, and I'm like, I got that emotional residue on me. I don't like doing that, and I shouldn't have to wait for her to tell me, like, I'm really annoyed by the fact that this game is, you know, making you so angry all the time. So I have to kind of check myself for it, and I think I've gotten to a pretty good balance with it.
That's interesting because I've never been like that with video.
No, you know, I'm the same. I
might get frustrated in the moment.
Yes.
But then once that moment's passed, that's it. You know, it's not like I've, you know, stew about it for the next
It never
hour.
carries on for
now,
me.
Here's the question. I believe you. I'm not doubting you necessarily, but I'd be interested to know, because sometimes I'll hear that from students, and I'll be like, put your mom on the phone. Or at parent-teacher conferences, she'll be like, oh, no, it's not true. So I'd be interested to hear from Kay and Tara.
Well, yeah, but I don't play multiplayer games, so that's never a thing
you don't.
for me.
Yeah, but we can get mad at single-player games.
But like in the moment, she might even go, fuck it all, if I'd like tried to do something 5 times, and then what I'll do, I'll just turn it off and come back to it later.
The nearest you're gonna get from Tara, I reckon, is like No, but when sometimes, say, if I'm playing Warzone and she walks in, do you know what I mean? And I'm like, there's too many people because I've got like people talking in my ear, I've got people shooting me, and Tara talking at me.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't know what you want. What do you want? What do you want? Sometimes I'll be a bit short.
In the middle of something.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but
no, that's cool. I mean, hey, if you really can like take the anger and just let it go, that's great.
Let it go.
Let it go. You just got to let it go, man. P.S. I'm now alternating between Assassin's Creed 2 and Diablo 3. They are easy and don't hurt my feelings. This is good, I think.
I mean, Diablo 3 is about demons taking over this whole town and
but
bringing
it's an
corruption
easy
onto the earth.
game.
But whatever,
it's not.
cool.
It's not that challenging.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's not a challenging game.
And there's no, story is like whatever.
Final email
Thank you,
tonight
Jacinta.
is off Derek Sainz.
Derek Sainz.
And he says, Yakuza likely to drag on.
Well, yeah.
See what
they're coming out with 7 new ones this year.
Yeah. Konnichiwa, veteran gamers. Oh, Genki Desuka. I have no idea what that means. After playing and enjoying the remastered versions of Yakuza 3, 4, and 5 in 20... Fucking hell, he's played a lot of Yakuza. I've decided to play the other Yakuza games I already have downloaded for my PS4 hard drive. I don't have Yakuza Like a Dragon, but I do have Yakuza 0, Kiwami 1, and Kiwami 2, and Yakuza 6. That is a lot of Yakuza. If I space the 4 games out over 2021, playing them should be easily achievable. Like a Dragon will probably have to wait until 2022. I'm probably sure it will. So, veteran gamers, if we if we take a franchise or series to mean at least 3 games, have you ever worked straight through a game franchise or series of games because you thought they'd be worth the effort or simply thought they'd be fun to play?
Maybe Hitman. Maybe Hitman. Hitman could be nice. Yeah.
Shinny's gonna do Hitman.
Yeah, maybe I could do. I didn't promise. Whoa.
Yeah, you did. That's what I heard.
But I've never. No, I don't think I've ever blitzed.
I don't think I've ever played a series of games in sequence, like one after the other.
No, because I usually want to kind of break from that style of game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so if it was a
Call
Call of Duty,
when each game is like 40 hours.
Yeah. So now.
Actually, that's not strictly true. I have played 2.
You bloody liar, you bloody liar, you.
Sort of. I've never played 3, but I have played 2 out of a series of 3.
Bloody liar.
Which is when the Orange Box came out, I played Half-Life 2 and then Episode 1 straight afterwards.
You bloody liar.
So that's the closest. And I think I played half of Episode 2 and then got distracted with something else. So I nearly did it.
Sounds like you.
Actually, it does sound like me. It does totally sound like
This
me.
is the best game ever. Oh, what's this over here?
Yeah, what's this shiny thing? He has given us translations, by the way. Oh, Genki Desuka means how are you?
Of course.
And Lita Kimasu is I'm leaving, apparently.
Well, Uzumaki Katamari Damsi.
Well, other Japanese words here.
Yeah, that's it now for emails. So I'm guessing there are some
yeah.
pipes. Blipping out this
There are some speak pipes. How did you know?
Speak pipe. It's the way to leave an
I thought this show would be short because I was like, I don't have any games to talk about.
It keeps on going. It keeps on going.
Tim Chopper Kelly.
Hello, lads. Hope you're okay. It's Tim Chopper Kelly here. Hope you're all staying safe and well and positive, and you're all having a good New Year so far. Just wanted to send you a quick speak pipe regarding your comments on my Game of the Year last year on the last episode. I said Gears Tactics, and honestly, that was the only game I could think of last year that I really enjoyed, and it was really good fun to play. I didn't really play any of the big AAA titles last year, or I didn't do that much gaming altogether. In all honesty,
Too busy painting those little miniatures is why.
Fast games just to get my money's worth and see what's going on, but. Yeah, it was just good fun, and that was the only game when you asked in the Discord channel that really just sprung to mind. There was another game called Spiritfarer, which I'm sure the majority of you would absolutely hate. To be fair, it looks like a Studio Ghibli sort of cartoon where you're taking souls from the afterlife until their final resting place, basically. But it's just really interesting. During lockdown, I found it quite calming and quite a good game to play, really. But yeah, what a crazy old year, really. It was this time ago, last year when we were talking about meeting up at the arcade club in March, and me and my son were really looking forward to coming in and meeting you and all the other veteran gamer listeners as well, and Stu would have been there as well.
Whatever.
Good job.
Whatever. Yeah. I think he got cut off, so there's a second one from Tim Kelly. Yeah, okay, 45 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know what I want to hear it now.
Yeah, I joke. So is Stu. But yeah, I've been really enjoying your DJ No Clue antics. Listened to quite a lot of them last year, especially the Chemical Brothers one, which is really good. Also, thanks to Duke for his Nimbus X series. Been absolutely loving that.
Yeah.
It's actually made me pick up a pen myself and do a bit of scribbling of some ideas and things, which is really cool. But yeah, also just wanted to say thanks to Derek and to Jay as well for their input over the year. It's been really, really good. And yeah, it's just been really nice listening to you guys. And I'm sorry I haven't spoken to you in ages, really. So yeah, just have a great year, and hopefully I'll speak to you all soon. And sorry about the voice; I've got a bit of a cold. All right, take care. Ta-da.
Well, we hope you feel better.
I was gonna say something about his voice. I was like, he's got a great voice, but now I know he's got a cold. So
before he records on the radio, he needs to go and lick a street pipe so that he can.
I wouldn't do that at the moment, though. To be fair,
No.
I wouldn't lick anything.
Definitely not. Unless you're vaccinated, then you lick whatever you want.
Compliments on my.
Yeah. He was like, oh, I don't know if I want to listen to it now. Oh, next thing he says, DJ No Clue's so great. I love all your music. Oh, I love you so much.
I think, although there's a few more plays of it now, but that Chemical Brothers mix I did is one of the best mixes I've done, because it was really difficult and it works really, really well. I just wish more people had listened to it, because I love the Chemical Brothers.
I wish more people would listen to the
real
thing that I
wish
did.
more people would read the Nimbus X series, so we all have wishes, don't we?
Know. But I just think
right. So next,
it's got such a nice mix of stuff. It's a really nice mix. Right, go on. Next ones. Yeah, there's two weird.
Okay, the next one is sent by Stu.
Look how big my knob is.
Massive.
Okay, that's the whole speak pipe.
That's Jay.
Thank you.
That's Jay.
Nope, sent that in.
Another one. I'll send you another.
Right, I know. I'm just saying that was that one. And then here's the next one from Darth Vader.
I know what you're thinking. Didn't you take off your mask and die as those little fluffy fuck-nugget Ewoks dismantled everything you worked so hard to build? Well, obviously not, because I'm talking to you now. I just wanted you to know that when I'm not conquering galaxies, I like to listen to the Joysticks and Chill podcast.
Is that what the speak pipe is now? Wait for people to advertise other shows? Jesus Christ. All right, 10 more seconds.
It's like your podcast, only with more Johns. Listen to it. It is your destiny.
Wow.
All right, thank you for that advertisement.
Jay has hit an all-time low.
I think it's an all-time. I think it's an all-time high.
What does that say about past work?
By the way, people, something is happening in the chat that has never happened all the time. We're being raided.
Something's happening.
That's happened
What do you
before.
mean we're being raided?
How's it? I've never noticed it before.
Yeah,
Twitch?
we get raided sometimes.
Yeah, we got raided. We got raided, people.
Whom?
I don't know, people. Hello to the raiders.
Powercast podcast. So there you go.
Oh yeah. Well, thanks for coming.
Thanks very much for raiding, people.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
I guess.
Yeah.
Power Ray. What does that even mean? What, what kind of effect do you think you're having? Ray.
No, it's a thing. People do it on Twitch. It's a thing.
Yeah, but what's the point?
To I don't know, just to promote.
It reminds me of the American Office when they're like, let's do an old-fashioned raid on the accounting department, and they just go and throw their stuff on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, woo! Sales rules. What are you doing? I mean, more power to you. If you had fun, great. If
wow, he's asking, are we new? Are we new? No,
yes, we're brand new. We've only been podcasting for 10 years.
Over 10 years, people.
Yes, well, that's new.
We've not been
geological
since, but it's a while.
Just because you don't know what a raid is, that's why I do. That's why I think they go. Well,
I guess so.
Oh, maybe that's
new around here, dude. Yeah, well, he doesn't know what a Oogish McTalk is.
And now it's got hot new games like The Legend of Soltar. Plus it cures all diseases,
That's brilliant. What is that, by the way?
Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Come on.
Okay.
My name is Shake Sula, the Mike Ruler, the old schooler. You want a trip? I'll bring it to you.
Okay, we need to do some shout-outs and get the hell out of here.
We do.
I think that's a good idea.
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
Look, I'm going to shout out Powercast Podcast. There you go.
See, that's why they do it. They want to get some ads.
Yeah.
I want to shout out the Joystick and Chill podcast. I don't know why. It just seems like a cool
Don't do
thing.
that.
to
Why are you
shout
doing
out.
that?
And Seal.
They
and
say a
Open
lot of nice
Connection.
things about us, by the way, the Joysticks and
Ugh,
Chill.
shut up. We want to keep
I
this,
know. Well, you know,
competitive.
they're trying to emulate greatness. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm also going to shout out Lord for sending me
Short
Ghost
out.
of Tsushima.
I'm gonna sure heard.
Yeah, thanks, Lord.
As
We
Chini
appreciate
said,
you.
Ghost of Tsushima. I'm going to go with that. There you go. So, thank you. You're very kind.
I was going to shout out somebody
Yeah.
from the start of the show, but I forgot. So I'll shout out to that person that I forgot.
Okay. And shout out to Ralph Finch for supporting my DJ skills.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Cares about your DJ shit.
Look, everyone loves my DJ skills. They would do if they listened to it.
It's not DJing, is it? It's just fucking picking one track and then another. You're just fading it in.
Oh, how fucking rude.
It's not the track selection is not DJing.
What are you? Whoa!
Got him, right? I triggered him.
He's trolling.
Whoa, what the fuck? Whoa.
Wario cheese!
Triggered Stu. I triggered him.
I'm doing.
Yeah, you did.
I do beat layering. I do all sorts of stuff.
Do you?
Forget about the
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Why do we get
It's just
the
that I do it
freaking
so well. You
guns?
don't notice.
Listen, I was on your DJ thing for 5 minutes and I mastered it. Obviously.
No, you didn't. No,
You know, the Duchess, actually, here's the thing. The Duchess asked, she said, like, what is he even doing? And I was like, well, and I explained the process of beat matching. And she's like, oh, God, that
Well, it's
sounds
not
so
even
exhausting.
that.
I'm like, yeah.
There's also phase matching as well. It's not all about it. There's a lot of stuff.
Phase matching.
Phrase matching, yeah.
Phrase matching. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
My
So-
headphones are binging at me where I'm almost out of juice here. We got to go.
No, I'll explain it to you another time. So there's a lot
Or
of
not.
going on. There's a lot of stuff
We can
going
just
A
on.
move
lot
on.
of lot of
Yeah,
stuff
I believe
beneath the
there's a lot of
layers.
stuff going on. Okay. All right, Chinny, you got shout outs?
Stu
Christ.
for persistently promoting his DJs.
Yes.
Never gives up, does he? Never gives up.
Fading in
That's
and
right.
out.
Never give up.
Fade
never
button.
give in.
You know what I mean?
Fucking cheeky.
We could all. I've triggered him so much. We could all press the fade button, Duke. Oh, shit.
Yeah, right.
Crossfade. Wow. Oh my god, I'm a
I
DJ.
never use a crossfader
I never used it, right?
because I do. I balance the EQs. That's
You're
how
like DJ. Is it David?
move
No,
on.
you're like David
No,
Guetta when he played that. Remember him when he played? He had a live DJ set, and then he accidentally played like his mindfulness track because he was just playing.
Mindfulness. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, you
Chinny,
balance
any shout outs?
EQs, Chinny. You don't fucking use the crossfader.
Crossfade. Shout out to the crossfade. Shout out to the crossfade.
You gotta let it go too, Chinny.
Seriously.
I love how pissed
I
off.
ain't talking to you no more. I'm going.
Oh, he's so mad at me.
Look out! Stu just instantly lets things go. He doesn't stay angry.
No,
He
he's
just- as
pissed
soon as
off.
he feels
No,
angry
it's
for a
no,
second,
Dick.
he's like,
I'm
moves it on.
He's so mad at me right now. He's like, "Yeah, fucking Dave. Does he not know what I
That's what I'm talking
do?"
about, people.
Oh God, it's so much more than
No,
a crossfade.
no.
I'm only joking, Stuart. Hello.
Do you have anything else, Chinny? To shout
Stu's
out?
gone. I can't hear him. Where's he gone?
Well, he put himself on mute or something.
Oh,
He's gnashing his teeth.
He's so mad
Do
that
your
he's.
shout outs.
I don't have
Yes,
any.
fine.
I'd shout out to the world.
Okay, fine. Yes, well, I will shout out Andy Cox because he sent me some music and it's groovy and I appreciate that. And I'll shout out Real Kahuna for being my hero and helping me immensely with Destiny 2 by teaching me how to double jump. And I will shout out the SEAL team because we're probably going to play some Red Dead poker, maybe. And shout out to Stu and Chinny for talking bollocks with me every week. And shout out to Damage Incorporated because we have some fun Rocket League games. And shout out to Antonio because he's fun to talk to on Twitter. And shout out to everybody who's listening. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you.
Stu's gone. We don't know where he's gone.
Yep.
I've
I'm
offended
back.
him.
I'm not really angry. I'm
I know.
fine.
Welcome back.
I like the offended
whatever.
Stu
Like
more.
this podcast, there is another site you should check out, which is called VGHub.net.
Check out VGHub.net, people.
Yeah, do that.
And that's it.
Like anybody fucking gives a shit.
Movies aren't stupid. They fill us with romance and hatred and revenge fantasies.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Right. I'm going to bed. It's late. I'm up for work in the morning, so I'm out of here. And I'm angry at Chinny still, so I'm just gonna.
He's not. He loves me, really.
Anyway.
I was only joking,
Okay, well,
Stu.
I stopped it right there after the.
I had a go. I had a go on it, Stu. I know what it was. I had a go on it.
You.
Yeah.
But yeah, Duke, I'm actually surprised you don't know what phrase matching is. I'm a bit shocked because you're into music and stuff. You know, you make music.
Well, maybe I know it just by not by that name.
So basically, a phrase is 8 bars of music.
Okay.
So it's sort of 8 beats of 4. So
Okay.
every 8 beats of 4, the music changes. This applies to all music. So whatever music, it applies to every type of music.
Okay.
So if you count,
So
beats,
not just matching the beat, but matching this part of the song.
correct, because what basically
Okay,
if you match
fine.
the phrases,
I know what it is.
then
Yes.
it mixes a lot better than if you just bring in a beat somewhere.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
So,
Okay, fine.
so basically, it was
So I
one
knew what it
vocal
was. I just didn't know
starts.
that's what it was. I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that's
The
what it was
next
called.
vocal starts, so
Right,
you can
and I
sort
don't
of
really care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's probably more important than beat matching, to be honest.
Okay.
Is it more important than crossfaded?
I don't use a crossfader, all right? Do you know the crossfader is primarily used for scratching? That's why I have a crossfader.
Oh, man.
Unless you're a wedding DJ and then you use it all the time.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
but a crossfader for a DJ is used for scratching, for cutting,
because
for cutting in and out.
Yes.
So there you
Sorry,
go.
that was the commentary primer.
Oh, yeah. Right,
All right,
I'm going.
team.
I really am going.
Yeah, me too. Have a great
Alrighty.
week.
Have a great
Thank
week.
you for
people.
everything, and we'll chat to you next week.
I will speak to you on Sunday. Bye. Oh, Chinny.
Bye.
Chinny.
What?
Are we gonna play poker this week? Are we gonna attempt to do that? at
Yeah,
some point?
yeah. We'll do that. We'll do that.
I'm trying to think. When am I off? I'm trying to think when I'm off even.
When are you off? When are you off?
When am I off? I'm off on Tuesday, and I am off on Friday. So Thursday night will probably be best for me, if that's all right for you.
That's fine by me.
Okay, it's a date. I'll drop you a text on Thursday just to check what time with you and see you then.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Speak to you soon.
Okie dokie. Pick it a pokey.
Bye.
See you later. I need a repeater to kill this fox. Get it with one shot. Got it. Oh. Wow. J-Raider. Perfect skin fox, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it. Perfect skin fox. Oh my god. Yeah. Perfect fox pelt. Oh no. Don't drop it. Pick it back up, you dingbat. It's perfect. And there we go. Right, I need to get one of those possums. Don't know what that is. What's this flower? Oh, yarrow. I have lots of those. Can always do with more. Let's pick on the old yarrows. I need to brush my horse. There you go. Brushing him.
Feel good?
He's alright. Feed him. There we go.
You, miss.
I'm after a possum. But I've never seen one before. Who's that chap? What's he doing?
Easy there.
Oh, he's fishing. Hmm. Where are all these possums, man?
Settle.
Tennessee Walker. Oh, I haven't studied this horse. Study the horse. Thoroughbred. Books, books, books. Sparrows. Don't know where this possum is at. No idea. Check for tracks. No good on the tracks. It says they're around here somewhere. Those are turkeys. Sorry, they're turkeys. Don't need a turkey. No good, I'm afraid. Let's go over here. I think there'll be a dinosaur bone there. Always on the lookout. Possums, maybe they come out at night or something. I never see them. Never see a possum. No.
Oh, partner.
Partner. Okay. Horse needs stamina.
Who's my girl? Fill your belly. Good girl. Made it this far, eh, girl?
There we are. Dinosaur bones. Nice. Lovely.
You got this, girl.
Let's go to there. Alright. So I'm gonna get this other challenge. What is it? Is it this? No. Exotics. There it is. Gotta get 5 of those. Oops.
Sir! Good morning.
Gotta clean your guns.
Let up.
No. Gotta watch out for crocodiles. Ooh. Don't think I've studied these. Mm-hmm. Aha. Here we go. Nice and steady. Uh-oh. Damn it. Right, I'll leave it there.